Ain't the fame that I'm after when paying the dues. I've been through the pain that's reflected in the attitude. Might be winning now, but the thing is that I had to lose. So go and tell me what you really want to do. And lonely at the top, cause there ain't a lot of room. Ain't no other option, that's all I ever knew. So I'ma get it poppin', you know how I'ma do. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. I've been down from the jump. Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7 on the grind, one thing at a time. Hard to understand, kind of person got the state of mind. We was making moves every day, getting things in line. You could go and say what you want, but believe that I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. They know I'm going all in. Through the blood and the sweat, y'all know we ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome back to another edition of The Big Show. Facts over feelings, real sports, real talk, no filters, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. This is The Big Show. We're back at it again. It's been a week of drama, toxicity. And tomorrow, I didn't even mention this in the description, but we got the NFL draft.
That's tomorrow?
That's tomorrow, starting 8 o'clock.
Tomorrow Thursday, huh?
Tomorrow we got the NFL draft, day one. The first round is tomorrow. The second and third round are on Friday, and then everything else is on Saturday. So we got the draft tomorrow.
Damn.
We got WNBA preseason starting, I think, on Saturday. I think it's Saturday. And these teams they got so much time for training camp. It's absolutely ridiculous. I want to ask you about that actually, because it's so absurd. And then got the NBA playoffs. Victor Wembanyama is somehow going to magically reappear from a concussion that would keep most football players out for like a month.
That's because football players are soft and NBA players are tough.
I wonder
we always
how
do this. They gotta come on. NFL players gotta play with pads on, Rudy. Come on, how tough are they if they gotta have something to protect them from a fucking hit? Back in my days, we didn't even wear pads. We just went out there and we just threw the ball up outside in the grass, no pads, tackled hard, and that's what football was back in the days. Nowadays, you got to have a butt pad, a thigh pad, a knee pad, a neck roll, a helmet. You got to wear a guardian cap. Not back in my days. We didn't do that shit, Rudy.
Your day was like a year. Your day was a year ago. They were wearing guardian caps last year. It's just there's so much going on. LeBron's got his Lakers up 2-0 against the
LeBron the King, man.
Rockets. The Rockets who got no point
guard.
Hold on.
We're not wait. We're not gonna skip over LeBron. LeBron deserves a little bit more time to that.
No,
that's
not
the same guy.
Not an intro.
The same guy.
Everyone's gonna turn it off right now. Everyone's gonna turn it off. You start talking about LeBron right now.
You said that Bam Adebayo was better than him.
He is better than him.
Guy.
And if you ask most teams, if you ask the Lakers right now for a head up trade for Bam for LeBron, the Lakers would make that trade like this.
Yes, because Bam is 28.
Okay, again, so therefore he is better than him.
Better. No,
yes,
that's not
better than him.
Better. Would you take him right now at this moment for this season?
No, LeBron. Right no, I wouldn't.
You take Bam Adebayo.
Yes, and I don't like Bam either. I wouldn't take either of these motherfuckers.
You're a fucking hater. You're a hater.
I'm not.
That's how much you hate LeBron.
No,
LeBron's
I hate Bam.
Top 10 player.
I don't know how much I hate LeBron. He's not a top 10 player, Nick. Stop.
Yes, right now. You can't
no, he's not. No, he's not. ESPN even had him. ESPN had him number 23 last week, and you got all
impactful.
Yeah. So he has no impact right now because they've won the first two games, and he was not the best player yesterday. Marcus Smart was.
Marcus Smart.
38% shooting. 38% shooting. 38%
20
shooting.
28
I mean,
points.
I don't give a shit. 38% shooting. He
Got
was
to the line
a
14
volume.
times.
He was a volume shooter.
Okay.
Marcus Smart and Luke, who you now call Kennard, the greatest white boy ever, who you now call him that. So he might be better than LeBron according to you, because you just said he's better than Larry Bird. Larry Bird is better than LeBron.
I'm not sure anymore if Luke Kennard might be the best white player.
Look, the reality is we know LeBron's on steroids. He's been on steroids, so whatever.
We don't know that. You are assuming.
Allegedly. I assume. Yeah, if your wife goes to the steroid clinic, brother, yeah, I'm gonna assume that she's taking them.
My wife goes,
and your fat secretary is going to the steroid clinic, and I'm gonna assume she's taking them too.
My wife goes to get her vagina checked out. That don't mean I got a vagina also. She do her own thing.
I mean, how would you compare if she has a vagina to your wife, your secretary, and your trainer are all going to the damn steroid clinic that we know about in Miami, and you think that that's for everyone else except for him? I know, I got you. And then he got called out by other players for being on steroids.
Has it been friends that their friends do something that they don't do, crack cocaine, whatever, and
your wife,
do it?
Your wife,
that you don't do it.
So why was his wife?
I have a friend whose wife does cocaine and he doesn't do it.
Who?
Why would I call it out?
Because you just brought it up. You brought it up as a way to freaking battle the fucking obvious. That's what's crazy. You literally just brought your friend's wife, who's a cokehead, to discredit something that is widely known and been reported.
What's widely known?
That LeBron's been on juice.
That's not widely known. Then why the NBA don't stop him? Why would it?
Huh?
Why the NBA don't drug test them?
Because it's called they have drug tests. Why? Why? Because if the face of your league pops for steroids, it's a bad look.
Oh, so they just let him keep taking it.
I don't know if he's on it right now, but he's been on it. Just sit here and say he's not. Nick, I know. Come on, man. Are you gonna sit here and tell me you didn't have no gearheads in your locker room?
Are
you gonna tell me that you don't have any gearheads?
I haven't seen anybody.
You don't have to see it. You don't. Why would they do it in front of you, fool?
Because people don't care.
Really? So you have a bunch of guys jabbing their ass with fucking needles in the locker room, like the program in 1994?
I don't know. I thought about it, Rudy.
You thought about it, exactly. So if you thought about it and you're a pretty boy, pussy, you could bet your ass the defensive end fucking did it.
That was coming off an injury. I thought about it coming off my last year, my injury. Like, shit.
There you go. Exactly. So you thought about it. So you thought about it.
I looked up deer antler spray. I looked
up
deer antler spray. Ain't that what they said?
Yeah, that's a steroid. Yeah.
I looked it up.
I'm just saying.
I didn't go through with it, but
I guarantee you, there's lots of players in your locker room.
Of course, there's people that
exactly. So stop it. Why you acting like you? And I'm not even mad at it. Just stop acting like it ain't true. I don't care.
I'm just saying. We don't think. We have no proof that it's true.
No, we do. There's literally players that have said everyone knows he's on that new balcony.
No, that's not what.
Kevin Garnett hates him so much. That's why he would say it on his podcast because he hates him so much.
Kevin Garnett was just
saying. He quoted it. It was quoted.
Oh,
he's on. Everyone knows he's on that new juice, that Balco.
Braun needs to retire. Shit is shameless. So a top 10 player needs to retire.
He ain't a top 10 player. Stop it.
A top 10 player needs to retire. Y'all know how foolish that sounds. That's like
not a top 10 player.
That's like a car salesman meeting his sales
Nick,
quota
you can't even
and still being great.
He's not a top 10 player.
Name 10 players.
I've named 20 before.
Right
he's
now.
not. Now, ESPN told you 23 last week. I'm not doing this again with your dumb ass.
ESPN
I'm
told
not doing this with your
bullshit.
dumb ass. He averaged 21, 5 and 5. I don't give a fuck. He's not a top 10 player.
What does that
Kevin Durant's better than him right now. He still is better than him.
Kevin Durant's better than him right now.
He's still. Well, you said he was earlier this year.
You're a fool.
You did. You said that. You wanted to trade the whole. You wanted to trade the entire Miami Heat roster for Kevin Durant earlier this year. Remember?
Because they didn't put LeBron on the trade deadline.
You wanted that.
Everybody can go for LeBron.
That trade was before the season started.
Yes,
you would not trade your entire team for LeBron, Nick.
I will trade all them ducks, all them scrubs on Miami team, but they'll go. They'll be out of here.
No, you wouldn't.
And I'll give him his fucking.
He's not even the best player on his team.
And I'll give him his fucking cookies, as much cookies as he wants.
Not even the best
he can have
player
as much cookies
on
as he
his
wants.
team.
You're crazy, right?
He's not even the best player on his team.
Yeah, wow, he's not better than a top 5 player in the league. Oh
no,
my God, he's not the best player.
He wasn't even the second option on his team.
You're not saying much.
Really?
You're
okay.
Wemby,
One.
One.
Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Shea. That's 5 right there. Without even thinking about it.
I gave you those 5. K.
No, you didn't. You
K. Also.
KD. That's 7.
No. We're not. Nobody's giving you KD.
Jaylen Brown 8. Jason Tatum 9. Really? They're not better.
Those people.
That's 9. That's 9 right there.
They're not giving you Kevin Durant, bro. Cut it out.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you wanted to trade the whole goddamn team for him. So now KD's no longer. So KD 20. So what did KD average this year?
I would have did that for LeBron easily.
If you give Luka, no, you wouldn't have. If you give Luka Doncic to,
how you gonna tell me what I would do as a GM?
I know you wouldn't because you're full of shit because you change your mind like the fucking weather.
No,
if you give
KD was available.
If you give Luka Doncic to the Houston Rockets, and you give anybody else from the Rockets to the Lakers, anybody, pick one. I don't care which one. Take Luka, put him on the Rockets, put anybody else except for KD on the Rockets to the Lakers. Are the Rockets better than the Lakers?
But
yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
But Luka's a top 5 player, and also Luka.
So you're running your mouth about the Lakers. He ain't even with his team.
Are you gonna listen? Are you gonna listen to me?
I've already listened to you. I gave you players.
Luka fits what Houston. No, you gave me 8 players. I said 10.
KD averaged 27 this year as the number 1 option at 37 years of age.
And LeBron as the number 1 option. And LeBron is the number one option. And
LeBron when he was the number 1 option. And
LeBron in the sample size of being the number 1 option when Luka's out and AR is out. He's averaging 28 points a game.
Kevin Durant
12 assists. 12 assists.
Could he do it for
12 assists?
Could he do it for 78 games?
You're nuts, man.
Could he do it for 78 games?
You're nuts.
KD did it for 78 regular season games.
The Rockets are not worse with LeBron because guess what the Rockets need? A point guard. They need a point guard. That's the problem with the team.
Luka's a point guard.
That's why you put Luka on their team. They fits good. If you put LeBron on that team better than KD, he's better. They're better.
You think so? Okay, let's go, Ben. So now let's do it this way. You put Luka on the Rockets. Are they better than LeBron on the Rockets?
Yes, Luka's better than LeBron.
KD's better than LeBron too.
No, he's not. And he's not better for this team than LeBron because they need a point guard. The Houston team needs a point guard.
Yes, they need a point guard. That ain't got nothing to do with KD. They didn't trade a point guard for KD.
But LeBron fixes that hole of them needing a point guard, somebody who's a decision maker. Do you know basketball or not?
No, I don't know shit according to you.
So Magic Johnson's a point guard, but LeBron's not a point guard.
He was a point forward. I mean, that we all know what it was. Point
so
forward.
That's a point.
So is Jaylen Brown? Would you take Jalen Brunson over LeBron?
No, I would not.
No, you wouldn't take Karl. How about Anthony Edwards? How about Anthony Edwards?
Yes, that's 10.
I didn't even include him in my list.
Yeah, so that's 10 right there. That's the 10 I had. That's the 10.
No, you just said LeBron. I have nobody else. 10.
I have him right there at 10. He's right there at 10. That's 10. He's 10. Nobody else. Everybody else.
I forgot one. Steph.
No.
You would take LeBron over Steph.
Yes, come on, man.
You're on drugs.
Bigger right now.
You're on drugs. He's bigger right now. He's bigger right now. Okay. All right. I'm done. Let's move on.
More valuable. He could play
let's move on. Let's move. Defense better. The man don't play no defense. You just said that Steph is. So Steph is not a top 10 player in the league.
So the Rockets take. Why the Rockets are taking advantage of him?
Steph is no longer. People have been taking advantage of LeBron for the last. Did you watch LeBron just stand and watch them make layups yesterday? I watched the game.
Please. They scored 90 points.
Yeah, not because of him. Not because of him.
Okay. Oh, because of Marcus.
Not because of him.
Okay. Right.
Oh, you're on your little drug shit right here, as usual.
Yeah.
Now Steph is no longer a top 10 player.
Because he's not definitively better than LeBron.
Steph is no longer a top 10 player according to you.
Right there he's right around the 10 range.
You can't flippity floppity bullshit you doing right now. You're doing the flippity floppity bullshit. Exactly. So yeah, you now all of a sudden LeBron's better than Kevin Durant. He's better than Steph Curry. He's better than Jaylen Brown. He's better than Jason Tatum.
No, I didn't say Jaylen Brown. I didn't say Jason Tatum. I said Jalen Brunson.
Okay, Jalen Brunson. So Jalen Brunson. So Jalen Brunson. What's Jalen Brunson averaging this year?
Probably like 27, 28.
I know it don't matter, right? Apparently, it doesn't matter to you, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
When it comes to playoff,
no.
I want somebody.
How about
when the
Tyrese
game
Maxey?
when the game slows down, no.
You wouldn't take Tyrese Maxey over LeBron right now?
No.
You're a liar.
No, I'm talking about for right now. You're talking about
Nick. I'm talking about you. No, you said he's a top 10 player in the game.
Yes, I'm
talking
last
week he was a top 5 player in the game.
No, I never said that. Stop flipping.
You keep shifting. No, you did. I got you on fucking TikTok and I got you on TikTok and fucking TikTok and Facebook videos.
Go find it.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind. You're worse than a woman. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Yeah, my goodness. You would take Cooper Flag over LeBron right now, so stop it.
No, I would not.
Yes, you would. You'd be stupid not to.
No, we're not talking about. You're thinking about as a franchise.
No, I'm not. I don't think. I think
now,
LeBron is washed.
In a playoff game right now.
No, now you're making it specific for one specific playoff game.
Right now, at this current state, at this current state, this season, I'm not talking about what he could do next year for you. I'm talking about right now. At this moment.
His season,
nobody's
NBA
nobody's
season.
smarter. Nobody's smarter. Nobody's.
I know about that.
Nobody's more IQ.
We ain't giving no fucking
playing. A lot of people. Nobody else is playing better besides probably Shea right now.
Okay, again, no. Kate had 39 in the first game they had, but I mean, okay. I know it didn't matter. I mean, LeBron this year averaged under 21 points per game. He missed 22 games, 7 assists, 6 boards. Okay, he's better than all.
What is averaging in the playoffs?
I'm gonna fuck. He's played 2 games, Nick. Stop it. You really want to go there? He's shooting. He's actually the second leading scorer behind Luke Kennard.
Yeah, I mean the best.
And you know what Luke Kennard's shooting from the field right now?
The best. And
you want to know what Luke Kennard?
Who's giving him those passes?
You know what, Nick, relax with the fucking. He's the best. You sound fucking retarded. It's kind of embarrassing and annoying. 48.6% from the field. He shot 38% yesterday. Yeah. So again,
so he's shooting 48%.
Yes, which is substandard for LeBron James. But again, he's the best player in the world.
That's 50%, Rudy.
No, it's not. I mean,
you're embarrassing.
It's not. No, you've embarrassed yourself. Everyone thinks you're a fucking retard, dude.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Everyone thinks you're a fucking retard.
You're embarrassing.
Everyone
that don't know basketball. No, I can run laps around everybody in here about basketball.
You don't know shit. You're like a fucking clown all the time.
What are you talking about?
It's actually become a running shtick that you say this dumb shit to trigger people literally every day on Facebook, and you succeed because all of your friends fucking respond. I respond because your blasphemous crap every day comes out, and it's something new every day. LeBron could be taking his shit. Here's a post about LeBron. LeBron's fucking jerking his son's dick off. It's about LeBron. It's something new about LeBron on a daily fucking basis.
I don't even bring up LeBron, and you're so in love and enamored by him. You always come on.
Your post today, we already know what it's about. You don't go one day without a LeBron post. You and Stephen A. Smith both got 3,000 LeBron James. You both do it on a daily basis.
If y'all don't want to accept greatness, and how good he is,
you know what? You sound like a homo, bro. It's
and him being a GOAT, one of the greatest of all time.
You sound like
that's on y'all, man. If y'all want to be haters to what's in front of your face, then that's on y'all, man. If you want to come out here and embarrass yourself and say Paul George is better than LeBron, then that makes you a fool. If you want to come out here and say Bam Adebayo is better than LeBron, then you're foolish.
At the time, Paul George was just finished third in the MVP voting.
I don't talking about. I don't give a damn.
I know you don't give a damn. You don't care
about.
It doesn't matter.
The MVP.
No, actually, it does.
And when has Paul?
Who's the better player that year?
When did Paul George finish third in the MVP vote? Really? OKC. You know how long ago he was?
He was better than LeBron, and he was better than LeBron at the time. Literally,
no, the fuck he wasn't. LeBron was in the finals when he was there. What are you talking about, Rudy? What is more foolish every moment, man.
What is
Come on, man.
So now,
carry team to the finals. What are you talking about? Nobody take it. Nobody.
Jimmy Butler was better for LeBron. Jimmy Butler was better than LeBron for 5 years, Nick.
Not a day in his life. You sound foolish. Not a day in his life of Paul George ever better than fucking LeBron James. Come on now, cut this shit. You're embarrassing yourself.
Guys, I'm gonna play this for y'all because this clown here, this fucking clown fool, doesn't even remember what he posted today, which we all know what it was all about. because there's only one person that was talking about 2011 and talking about LeBron James.
No, like it's 2011. What y'all going crazy over Usher and Chris Brown like it's 2011 tip drilling KOD? Now that
everybody.
crazy.
What does that got to do with LeBron?
Usher and
Really?
Chris Brown.
2011? That's called Miami Heat 2011 KOD.
Were you
really?
Were you in a strip club at that time? What are you talking about?
Let's go. Oh,
Y'all know how I know LeBron is great, and what he's doing at his age is tremendous. It's like outstanding.
This was today, folks.
13
hours
he
ago.
had 38. Yo,
That's just
I
a
play in a
repost.
true story, true fucking story. I play in a little league that's like free for all.
He just compared himself, his little league fucking LA Fitness League, to the NBA, where they don't sub out. They don't sub out in rec league and they fucking kill each other, to the NBA where they sub out for freaking 20 minutes a game, get 37 timeouts, and say how he was tired in that game. And that's why LeBron's great.
LeBron missed 9 minutes. That's talking about.
That's why LeBron's great, because they get 30 minutes, 40 minutes of rest. But we all know in an LA Fitness game, you never leave the court. There are no subs. And Nick is saying, I was tired because I was playing younger guys.
We're not playing. We're not playing
all
that
ages,
LA
like
Fitness.
young.
I'm not running 3:35 of this. Let's go.
We're not playing.
The Houston Rockets coaching him out.
Here we go. It's about LeBron.
Practice coaching
No,
him out.
how's that about LeBron?
About
I didn't
LeBron.
bring
Here we go.
LeBron up in the video.
LeBron ain't got no bag 20 hours ago.
What's this?
This is his entire Facebook page, people. He don't talk about nothing. Offensive foul they didn't call.
That's not an offense. You're a hater.
It wasn't offense. It wasn't offense. Oh my God! Little LeBron post.
It's getting harder and harder to believe.
No, Kevin.
That's Luke Kennard. You're embarrassing yourself.
Let's go. No, you even asked, when did Scoot Henderson become good? I don't know, when he was the second pick of the draft.
Rudy, everybody close.
Here we go, LeBron.
That had nothing to do with LeBron. That had nothing to do with LeBron.
Your whole shit is LeBron jerk.
That had nothing to do with LeBron.
Yeah.
You keep making it more. I think you love LeBron more than you let on. Because none of those posts was about LeBron.
Beverly.
Two of those, two posts was about LeBron.
Okay, so should we go over to should we go to your TikTok?
Go ahead.
You go to your TikTok.
Go ahead.
Literally, the man lives on LeBron. The man didn't move to LeBron life until like the last 3 years, and all of a sudden, LeBron is the greatest thing on the face of the fucking earth.
I didn't even say that. All I said,
Never
we gotta
seen
respect.
no shit
We
like
gotta
this
respect
in my
his
life.
greatness. That's all I said.
Oh, here we go. You know, this is how I know LeBron different. On April 20th, today's the 22nd. I mean, every day
That's
there's
the
a
same
LeBron
post, Rudy.
Oh,
That's just
post.
no. It's the same post.
He said part 8. Part 8.
Part 8. What are you talking about? No, it's no
You
part
typed
8.
this in. Part 8.
No, I did not.
Part 7. Part 6.
No, I did not.
Part
What are you
5. Really? I'm looking at
talking
it.
about? No, you,
All right.
you're not on my page.
He don't even remember what he posted.
You're not on my page.
Jesus Lord, this man don't remember what he posted 2 days ago. Here we go. Let's start it off. Exposing this fucking LeBron jerk off.
Rudy, that's
Part
the same
1.
post.
Well, you broke it into parts this time. Part 1, part 2, part 3.
I didn't do that on. Facebook did that on its own.
No, Facebook did not do this. Facebook did not do this. Why are you lying?
It did that. It did that
don't
one.
even remember.
It got that one. It did that one where it break it down into reels.
I don't even remember his own lies.
I didn't click on that one. I didn't click that. I ain't clicking for it to do that.
He got
Now that I know.
now. Oh my goodness. This
Rudy, you're
man's in
embarrassing
love.
yourself, man.
Man's in love. He's also saying now Luke Kennard's better than Larry Bird. So I mean, you know, and he's saying it over. You didn't?
Larry Bird averaging 27 points like that back to back.
Days?
You see them moves?
Oh my God. It makes it real hard to take someone this seriously. Let's jump into real topics because you've already pissed off.
That's the guy who said Paul George. Okay,
I saw, and you know what? I acknowledge I was wrong. And you know what?
Said Bam out of bio.
Yeah, right now he's better than him.
No,
right now he's better than him, Nick.
All right, let's go.
Right now he's better than him, Nick.
All right,
right now he's more valuable than him. Right now, if the Lakers would trade Bam for LeBron in a second, and the Lakers would go further in the playoffs, they'd actually go further. You can post whatever you want. If Luka Doncic was healthy, if Luka and Austin Reeves were healthy, and you replace LeBron with Bam, the Lakers would win the championship. Because Bam Adebayo would know his fucking role as the third option to be a big and a defensive player. Period.
He'll know because he could be a better third option for what that team needs. That team needs a big.
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with LeBron. That's
Nick, if they played one-on-one, Bam would dunk on his fucking head. What are you talking about? So one-on-one, he's better than him. They played one-on-one. Bam would smoke him. Facts. We know this. Facts.
So one-on-one,
Facts.
one-on-one got. What does one-on-one got to do with a team game?
Bam just had an 83-point game. Shit, I remember that too. I mean, you fell in love with him that night again.
Bam didn't even make the playoffs, man.
Okay.
What are you doing, man?
Really?
You're embarrassing yourself.
Nick. You know how you're such a fucking hypocrite? Because we know why the Heat didn't make the playoffs, Nick. How many games normally?
Why?
Really?
Because Bam sucks. How many? He's not a number one.
He's not number one. And neither is LeBron. And neither is LeBron. And neither is LeBron.
Then why is he averaging 20? Why is he averaging 27?
Neither is LeBron.
As the number one.
Why
is he averaging 27 points a game as the number one?
I don't give a fuck. Who cares?
All right, let's go, man. Because you're embarrassed.
Bam was number one option for the whole season. LeBron's been the number one option for 2 weeks.
Every time you talk men's basketball, you
don't know shit about basketball. You prove it every time you open your fucking mouth.
Every time you talk men's basketball,
prove it every time you open your fucking mouth. You literally ask yourself, why does he average 27 over 2 games?
Every time you speak
over
men's basketball,
over 2 games.
Let's talk about Caitlin. That's
over 2 games.
Because when you talk about men, you don't know. You forgot that you have a penis because you don't know. You don't know how to talk about men.
Why did the Lakers trade for Luka? Why did the Lakers trade for Luka?
When did you grow a vagina?
Why did the Lakers trade for Luka?
When did you grow a vagina?
Why did the Lakers trade for Luka? I asked the question. You want to answer it. Why did the Lakers trade for Luka? Why did the Lakers trade for Luka?
Because you're going into you want to build around a young superstar.
They traded for Luka because he's better than LeBron.
Oh my!
Because they cannot win shit with LeBron. That's why they dumped Anthony Davis. Because LeBron and AD could not win.
They already won with them. They already won.
Nick, we're in 2026, not 2020.
So what? He's getting older, of course.
So again, I see what's come out very clearly to me is that you were closet humping LeBron in 2020. You were closet humping LeBron in 2020. You were cheering quietly for the Lakers to win over the Heat, even though you damn well know that the Heat played LeBron and AD with 2 dudes sitting on the bench.
Rudy, why you make up your own narrative? Yeah, you're good at this, but you're not going to do that to me not on this channel. You're not going to make up a whole narrative. It's some bullshit.
So tell me who outplayed who in that finals?
Jimmy Butler played right there.
No.
And some nights he outplayed him. He outplayed him 2 games, maybe 3. But yes, Jimmy Butler played. Jimmy Butler. I thought Jimmy Butler at that time was a top 5 player in the NBA. I said that.
Jimmy Butler was the best player in the NBA at that time.
I said
Jimmy Butler played better than
top 5 player.
Jimmy Butler was again.
So
you're
what are you trying to? What are you about?
You just said they won together. We watched that series.
They won together.
2 starters from that series.
The Lakers won. Don't matter how you cut it. They won the game. They won the series. We lost, Rudy. Get it out your head. We lost.
Do you respect the Toronto Raptors championship over the Warriors?
Yes, they won the fucking championship. Why I want to take it away from them?
You
don't. Did they not beat Philly that year?
Do you respect it?
Yes, I respect it. Why wouldn't I respect it?
No, you don't.
Because KD was out.
Would you? KD? You mean KD and Clay?
Clay got out after they were already down 3-1. What are you talking about?
KD
he was already down 3-1.
Oh, so they lost 4-2, right?
Yes.
And he got hurt in game 5, right?
5. Yes, they won that game. He got hurt.
So they couldn't have won game 6 with Clay on that team.
They might. They
again. And KD was out. So what you're telling me right now?
Clay
so let me ask you this. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's say the Warriors beat the Cavaliers without LeBron James. Would it be fair to say LeBron lost in the finals to the Warriors?
If what?
If the Warriors had beaten the Cavs without LeBron James, would it have been fair to say that LeBron lost to the Warriors? Would you respect that championship at all?
Yes, I would. It's a championship. The championship is not just about
you
have to get there to the championship. I can't.
You're full of shit because if you played, if you went into a state championship game, if you went into a state champion, no, I don't. If you went into a state championship game, against whoever you play, Winter Park, and you lost, and Peacock didn't play, you'd be sitting on the bench saying, "These bitch ass motherfuckers, they didn't beat our team. They didn't beat our best dude."
So Rudy, Isaiah Thomas being hurt against the Lakers, that championship don't count.
Getting hurt? Oh, it's massive. It changed the whole series. No, first.
So that championship don't count.
Mean the same thing? No, you know it doesn't. Does it mean the same?
Do their championship count?
Counts to who? To record book? Sure. To reality? No. No.
So the Lakers didn't win that
reality,
championship.
Huh?
So we got the Lakers didn't win that championship.
I couldn't care less. You weren't even born yet, dude.
So if Nick Foles, if Tom Brady won that championship against Nick Foles, that championship would never count.
Nobody would have cared. It wouldn't have been looked at the same. You know that.
But Nick Foles win it counts. Come on, man.
Yeah, because Nick Foles is the backup. Because Nick Foles is the backup.
They won the game, man. What are we talking about,
Nick,
man? Like y'all can't take away.
You
live in an era where y'all where you despise ring culture, but you out here you're bullshit.
Ring culture. I do despise it because you just literally said that winning rings without your beating a team without its best player on the floor has the same value as beating it with the best player on the floor. And you just literally said that if LeBron had been on the Cavs and they lost without him playing, that you would not blame him, but you would still, the ring is still respected. No,
winning a
championship.
You
realize that most people don't respect the Warriors' first ring because Kyrie didn't play?
Rudy, winning a championship means you are playing multiple series. It's just not one game. Right. So you earned it through the first round, the second round, the third round. If it happened, it happened in the championship.
Whatever.
So and a lot of people have been hurt and injured in finals. So
great. Hurt and injured. Hurt and injured. I'm talking about you're not on the court, Nick.
No. Well, if I'm hurt, then what's the difference
between
if I'm hurt? If I'm not, because you're saying if I'm not at my best ability, then I could just discount everything, Rudy. Everything nothing counts.
You literally did. You have done so. You literally did.
What have I discounted?
Well, we lost in the CF in the Grey Cup, but I didn't play, so wasn't my fault.
No,
you're not joking.
I'm saying
no, you're not joking.
I'm saying if I was part of that game, I think we win. But I can't.
Exactly.
But I was not.
Your ego's so fucking big in an 11-on-11 sport that the one cornerback would have changed a 20-point loss.
No, I think intangibles. I think my voice. I think those things might change a player too. We lost by a player too. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. That don't mean it's true. That don't mean it's true. But in my mind, that's what I feel.
So you hold yourself in that level, but you're sitting here telling me that if Bam Adebayo is healthy and doesn't get his arm wrenched in game one, and Goran doesn't fuck his leg up in game one, and Goran missed the entire fucking series, our point guard, who was our second.
We were not winning that fucking series.
Best player, the entire playoffs. You recall that very, very well. And Bam doesn't play, so we have no one guarding fucking AD for fucking 4 games. These are facts. You don't think that
Bam didn't play for 4 games?
Bam
Bam
for 4 games, Nick.
In that series?
He left in game 1. You don't even remember the series. He didn't come back till game 5.
No, what are you, Bam? What basketball series you talking about? Bam was there.
His shoulder got
missed 3 games.
Really?
Bam didn't miss no 3 games, man. What are you talking about?
So
man?
He played
that ball head of yours is just forgetting everything.
So Nick, did he play the whole series? He played the whole series?
I'm not sure Bam missed the game.
You're not sure he missed the game? He had his shoulder wrenched out.
I'm not sure Bam missed the game that series.
Okay. He missed 3 games. He missed 2 games. Sorry, he missed 2 games.
Okay, he missed 2 games.
He missed 2 games, and he played in half of the first game because that's when his shoulder got fucking hurt. And the whole series, he looked like shit largely because the shoulder was fucked up.
No,
he came back.
Bam.
He took 8 shots, 12 shots, and 15 shots.
Bam looked like shit most of the time.
All right, fine. Goran Dragic, did he miss the whole series?
Oh my gosh.
Did he miss the whole series?
So what? We lost.
Nick, you're so full of crap. You literally just justified yourself in a football game but you're missing. Okay, see the we nothing. I'm not about we. I don't give a fuck about we. I just told you that I don't respect the Raptors ring. It's dog shit. Nobody respects it. Nobody even remembers it.
I remember it. A lot of people remember it.
They don't.
Kawhi remembers it.
Kawhi can remember what he wants. Kawhi can remember what he wants. He beat He beat a third-rate Golden State Warriors team. He beat a third-rate Golden State Warriors team. Congratulations.
Can you take it away?
I don't give a shit about that. I don't care about that. You want to ignore the fact that if LeBron had beaten Steph in the second year, if the Cavs had beaten the fucking Warriors without Steph on the court, are you really sitting here saying, "Oh, that's a great ring, LeBron"? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
So the 3-1 comeback don't count for LeBron either, because the Warriors were banged up.
A lot of people don't have the same viewpoint of it. You know you didn't at one point, but you flipped on that because you used to fucking actually. I remember. You also said if Draymond Green don't get suspended, they win the series in 5.
I think they win. I think they
Oh,
win the
okay, so if
series
you
in
think
5.
so, then therefore, and
But
then
they
in game
did
and
not.
then in game 5, what happened? The
They
Warriors lost 2 more players who were starters who both got hurt. Bogut, their
Guess-
size, and
guess what?
Iguodala's back went out.
Guess what happened in sports, Rudy? People get hurt.
You're right, and you know what happens when you look at the championship itself at that point, it doesn't have the same meaning.
It counts.
If the Miami Heat had beaten the San Antonio
counts.
Spurs,
It counts.
if the Miami Heat had beaten the San Antonio Spurs in 2013 with Tim Duncan not playing the entire series, it would be nothing. It would
It'll
be
be a
nothing.
championship.
It would be nothing.
Guess
You want to know you want to know the greatest championship of all time in the last 40 years? The greatest one, the greatest ring for any player in 40 years.
Which one would be that?
Dallas over Miami in 11. You played a stacked Miami Heat team who was talking shit about Dirk Nowitzki having a cold. Motherfucker was sick as a dog. These idiot fools are walking down the hallway.
That was one of.
And then he busted their.
That was one of the greatest playoff runs. Period. They smacked
Okay.
everybody. They beat OKC. They beat the Lakers.
Great.
They beat.
Great.
Who else was another team that was really good in that run?
I don't know. I'm not even folks. I'm not even reading your comments. I'm just letting you know that I'm not.
And Detroit had a good one too against the Lakers.
Yes, and that Lakers team was. Anyhow. Oh yeah, I wanted to go there, but Nick wanted to have a 30-minute conversation about LeBron.
I did not. I told you to end this 20 minutes ago.
No, you
and
didn't.
You kept going.
I wanted to stop it. I wanted to stop it in the first 5 seconds.
Because you love LeBron.
Let's wait to the end when people are ready to go.
You have a fucking love affair with him.
WNBA. I don't have a love affair. You have his dick in your throat. It's embarrassing.
You can't even get over it. Go ahead, man.
No, because you won't. Because
Go
everyone
ahead,
knows.
Rudy. Go ahead.
Just acknowledge you have his dick in your throat, and then I can move on in life. The day you acknowledge that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Anyhow, WNBA, the toxic WNBA. Have you watched anything in the WNBA this week, so I can actually talk to someone who actually has knowledge?
Yes, I watched some of it. Well, Sophie, what else do I want to talk about? Caitlin.
I don't know. Do you even know?
I know about Sophie and her contract. I know about Caitlin running up and down with Raven. Raven loves Caitlin. You still don't like Stephanie White. Kennedy Carter in.
You ain't paid attention to this shit because you folks. He's so unprepared. We all know why.
Because I don't have a vagina.
Because you live watching the fucking queen. Today the WNBA announced a media lockout for non-local, national media publications, podcasts, websites, and the like. And they have announced that and they have announced, and it means you're dumb. That means you're dumb.
I'm taking that from somebody who don't know shit. That's
yeah. You're the only one that knows shit. Yeah, of course. So they decided that they wanted to control the media narrative. They want to keep out the people that actually have real things to talk about, the people who will keep them accountable for what it is that they do or don't do.
I already know type of league is it.
But it's one thing to not to be a league, and then another thing to completely change your media rules to where even if you're a local newspaper, and you have an orange tiered credential, if your beat writer is sick and they got to send the MLB writer will not get the orange credential because they are not an experienced WNBA writer. So they'll get a gray credential. So they're tiering people off based on their experience in covering the WNBA. And if they're with major publications where there's editors who can check their work, read their work, edit their work, because they think that those people will be under control and won't be able to say things that the WNBA brass and maybe the teams don't like.
So they don't want them accent Page and fucking Page and and AZ about their fucking relationship. They don't want those type of questions.
Even though that guy was a local reporter for the Dallas newspaper.
Yeah.
And he's getting death threats over it, which is insane. So so basically they want to control the narrative of media and not tell real stories. So, well, there are a lot of podcasts that, cover the league, and this affects every single one of them. If you're a local one, like does it affect me? No, I'm not local to a WNBA team, and so it doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt me. Does it affect people who are in metro areas with teams? Yeah, if they have a podcast, and there's one that I know of that was covering their games in Chicago, and I found this out watching one of her videos today. I was like, holy shit. And the reality is, if you're a podcast owner, you don't have a boss. You are the boss. You are the boss. So if you're the boss, how can I can't. I'm the boss. Yeah, it was her. And she's worried about it. I'm going to tell you right now, based on their criteria, she should not get any credential. If their credential is what they say, if the criteria is what they claim, she shouldn't get any credential because she's not a writer. She has no boss. She has no editor. And this, I saw it on hers, and that's why I had to give my opinion on it, because I've been in a print journalism state. I've worked for the Miami Herald. I've worked for the Sun Sentinel. So I've had the experience of working in newspaper. The editor of the newspaper doesn't edit anything. That's what makes this so dumb. The editor is I don't know if you call it a bureaucrat or a politician type level. It's it's like the CEO of the paper. They don't edit. They're not sitting there reading your work and then editing and checking it and crossing out I's and dotting I's and crossing T's and putting commas. They're not doing that. Mm-hmm. They're not doing that at all. In fact, what they're doing, they're just business people who run the business. Is there an editor? There's copy editors. They create the bylines, like the headline. They might shorten your print story to fit space requirements, but they're not removing or deleting. Like if you're a Dan Lebitard back in the day from the Miami Herald, who's now got his own thing, but he was a Miami Herald writer for years. Yeah, there's no editor editing his work and taking his stuff and chopping his shit up. Nobody, because that guy used to rip local teams, rip them, publicly rip them. So I don't know what they think an editor does in a paper. Really what they want is they want someone that has control. The AP format, the standard of journalism and all that crap. Basically no sensationalized anything. No sensationalized anything. And so what you've done now is, if you saw today's Indiana press conference. Hold on a second. If you saw their press conference, there was only like 4 microphones or 5 microphones for the press conference, and then the rest of the people are holding cell phones because those are all podcasts. Those aren't like they're holding cell phones. They're not. They don't even have local TV there. They might have one local TV station. Like think about that. You're the Indiana Fever, and you've got one local television station at your media day. One.
You got the biggest player in the game.
The biggest name in the world. And that's Indiana. So can you imagine what it would look like in other places? There's nobody there. There's nobody there.
They tired of people like you ripping the whole team and suffocating Clark.
Like me. I don't do that. I don't rip the whole team. I don't rip the whole team. I rip certain people at certain times. I don't just the person I really go Kelsey Mitchell averaged 20 points. When have I ripped Kelsey Mitchell? It's been a year and a half. When
you just said you didn't want her. You want to get rid of her.
How is that?
You'll bring Latson over and over her. Get rid of her.
How is that ripping her?
Her people are toxic.
Well, I can't help
you're
her people
telling the
what her
truth.
people did, but I can't help what her people did.
You don't think that she'll play well with CC?
I think she plays fine with Cece. What are you talking about? I think that there's a familial situation in which her family talks shit, and I only think that can come from one place.
All right. So really, who you go at is Lexi Hall.
Lexi Hall, I think she's completely overrated garbage.
AB get a little bit.
AB's completely overrated garbage too. But again, I've also complimented them when they play well.
Okay.
I don't forget to compliment people. Like I literally watching Raven Johnson today, and Raven Johnson is starting to grow on me. She's just so fucking. She's overly nice. I mean, today it was like, oh my god, I asked Caitlin Clark so many questions. I've asked her 1,000 questions. She's teaching me so much. I mean, my god, she is playing that media role well to make herself look as good. And good job. The person I really go after is Stephanie White.
Yeah,
she's an idiot. She's a buffoon.
Oh.
I mean, and that's not going to change. So, but limiting the media that has largely built your sport now, because let's keep it real.
Yes, it's everybody. Let's
keep it real. Without the Reese podcast, without the Clark podcast, without the Page podcast, but largely the Clark and the Reese podcast.
That's what
no one fucking would care about this shit
at all, and that's even talking about a 3-time, 4-time MVP and Asia Wilson, 4-time champ. Like nobody gives her.
Nobody cares.
Nobody talks about her. Nobody talks about Nafisa. Nobody talks about Sabrina Ionescu. Nobody talk about these players who's been around and supposed to be like the standard. Kelsey Plum. They're just not generating the type of conversations that Reese and Caitlin Clark has, and slightly Page. Like other than that, that's what got this league to where they're at. That's what gave them the confidence to go into that meeting and demand the things that they demanded, because without Caitlin Clark, and then like we said, even the Angel Reese part of it, that kind of heightened everything else. Whether, like I said, it's no bad publicity, whether it was good or bad, it brought eyes to the game. And if people are talking about it, it's good for the league, and it brought in a little bit of revenue, and they were able to use that against the league. But besides them two players, nobody would have cared. Like, and that's what I keep telling these people who keep arguing with me. I'm like, guys, y'all keep poo-pooing and shitting on Caitlin, but nobody would have watched this shit. Yeah, but I was here from 1998. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody else was there with you. It was about 10 people and you. So you need us to be here for this league to continue to grow and go where where it's getting mentioned and people are getting paid $1.3 million a year.
I think and so I actually messaged Ben Daniel today about it. He says, do other sports allow podcasts and such to cover the team and get credentialed? I'm like, yeah, they do. Like, I got credentialed by the Miami Hurricanes last year for football. I'm credentialed by BKFC. I got credentialed by the PFL. I actually got the Zoom link for the New York Liberty last year. Even though I didn't get to ask a question, but I got a credential for them. I got credential for them for multiple games, actually, for the Zoom. They're not even having the Zoom anymore from what it looks like. So, and then they're limiting your ability. Thank you, Lester. and now they're limiting your ability on top of that.
Hey, Lester loves me, man. Don't think otherwise.
They're limiting your ability to even have access. So like the gray access is less than the orange access. So the gray access you can't be there for pregame interviews. So only orange access gets pregame interviews. Like, this is absurd. And then you only get the postgame press conference. You don't get after the postgame press conference with individual players. But you get that with orange. It's like, it's almost as if this is like some gold platinum status at a hotel. What are we doing? You're either media or you're not.
Yeah.
You're either media or you're not. Like this nonsense of we're going to tier you, put you in a tier system is preposterous. So I can't, if I wanted to do a feel good piece on a player, realistically I can't, because you're not going to let me have access to that player. Like it's absolutely ridiculous. And what you're basically telling people, yeah, he was actually
My favorite player right after Jordan. He was my favorite player after Jordan retired.
better than LeBron too. So like there's it's you want to have coverage. You want podcasts talking about you. If
Good
you
or
remove
bad.
if you remove all the podcasts, they're still going to talk about you. Look, most of them
Yeah.
don't give a shit about having credentials to your shit. They
Yeah.
don't care. They don't give a damn.
But it's a
That's
different
fine.
access of actually being
But I was telling Ben today. I said, Ben, if you lived in Indiana right now, you could not go to their games as media. And me too. Like if I lived in Indianapolis right now, I couldn't go to their games as media, even though literally the podcast was built off of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
And the ability to grow the podcast would absolutely go through the roof because I would have direct access to interviewing players.
Yeah.
Like folks, y'all are on here. If I could interview Caitlin Clark, do you think that would be a pretty big interview for this podcast?
Man, that'd be crazy.
We would go from 15,000 to 100,000 subscribers probably overnight.
And real quick.
Like because Caitlin Clark interviewed on the podcast. Like it would absolutely freaking explode. Are the players not allowed to talk unless it's preferred? No,
sometimes there are players that they'll do their own thing, but for the most part, you have your media person at the job.
The media person handles all that.
You have to go through that person before you get to the players, and from day one of practice, they'll say, "Hey, I don't want y'all talking to nobody else unless it gets authorized by our media person through credentials and things like that."
And that's
absolutely how it goes.
And that's how it definitely works in college. Like you can't get an interview with a player in college without content in the SID.
Because they want to make sure that the person that's asking the question, what is this interview about? They want to control it because it's a narrative. You don't want, what if that person, some people don't know how to fucking answer questions in interviews and you don't know what that person's going to talk about. So you want to clear all that stuff out with the person who's asking questions also. Hey, what is this going to be about? Bum, 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 bum. Because I don't want to get this person into shit because you're asking them questions that they can't handle or they dive into some shit that they shouldn't be talking about. So I get that aspect of it, but you can't stop everybody, man.
I'm just saying, look, and Ayers, the point is that whoever, I don't even know who her friends are, because Caitlin Clark gets interviewed literally every day. She gets interviewed forget a podcast. If I could literally be standing in front of her interviewing her after a game, live, would that be different than doing a recording of her, doing a recording of
what she said,
the press conference and what she said? It's different. It's real different. So it makes a difference. And I don't even know who her friends' podcasts are because if it's her teammates, I don't even know who her friends are. What podcast? I'm sure Demita wasn't allowed to talk to certain players. So they're trying to control everything. And to me, that's the opposite of what you want to do if you're trying to actually grow viewership of your sport. Because if podcasts like that one and let's say every WNBA feature podcast just dropped off the face of the earth tomorrow, you know what would happen? The TV ratings would fall in the toilet.
Rudy, this is the league that got their money, they got things going in their way, and now they think they're better than everything else around them. And they don't realize that their shit stink too. And they're the only league that want everything, but they don't want the critique. They don't want people to be critical of them. And they're quickly to turn that, whatever you ask them, they flip it back around on you to seem like you're the culprit rather than just answering. Or it's simple things. And they make things, they make things that are simple, like a question to be answered or whatnot, and they make it way bigger than it would be if they just simply just get out in front of it and answer that question or whatnot. This is the only league that does it. Like, I don't get these young ladies, and it's no other sport. It's not just every woman. It's not every lady, or it's because there's women volleyball players. There's women track athletes. There's plenty of women who can handle media and things of this nature way better than the WNBA handles.
I wouldn't do Leah Boston's or Sylvia Cunningham's Fly By Night podcast either, honestly. So, yeah, she says she'll never do them. I'm sure because one, Sophie Cunningham will get her in trouble because Sophie Cunningham gets herself in trouble every time she speaks. And AB's podcast is fucking horribly boring. So, I mean, for Christ's sakes, Aaliyah Boston, how many? I know they got more than me, but more than this. But how many how many subscribers do Aaliyah Boston and Candace Parker have on their podcast? Like seriously, how many subscribers do they have? Because realistically, if you're a household name like Candace Parker,
but
and you're a household name, and you're a household name like Aaliyah Boston, you should have a significant.
Is Aaliyah Boston a household name?
I'm being very, very fucking condescending.
Oh, okay.
They've got 33,000 subscribers. So you got a current all-star who just got paid the most money in WNBA history, and a Hall of Famer who just got elected to the Hall of Fame, Candace Parker, and they got 33,000 subs. And they've been doing this shit for like a year now. 33,200 subs. Like that's pathetic. That's pathetic. They got less than Ben. They got less than Ben. They got less than freaking Mick. They got less than Hippie. They got less than John the Liquidator. They got less than hell. They barely got more than some of those other channels. They got less than some of the channels on the other side. Like they got less than this is a current WNBA All-Star, and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I agree. Boston has
and a Hall of Famer that nobody gives a shit about. And Candace Parker's on TNT.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, ESPN.
No,
or whatever
she's on
I don't even know what channel.
Is that?
I don't even know which one it is because she was on TNT last year with
yeah.
Shaq and D Wade. But nobody gives a crap about them. Nobody cares. So you're sitting here telling me that no, she's not gonna go on their shit, but it's like it was like the day that LeBron went on, and I'm not going back to LeBron like this. It was the day that LeBron went on Pat McAfee to make whatever announcement it was. I forgot what it was. I don't even remember what it was. Was it to stay in LA? I don't remember what it was. When he went on Pat McAfee.
Wasn't it about his alcohol? That wasn't about his alcohol.
No. It was an announcement actually about I don't remember, whatever it was when LeBron went on Pat McAfee.
That was about that. Wasn't that Stephen A?
No. He went on Pat McAfee.
No, I mean he went on Pat McAfee, but wasn't he talking about Stephen A? Wasn't that right after the Stephen A incident?
Maybe. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So he went on Pat McAfee after the Stephen A shit, right? LeBron could have gone on any LeBron podcast, and that podcast would have turned into Shannon Sharp's thing when he went on with Cat Williams. He could have turned
deliberately went on Pat McAfee to
I know, but again, he gave it to a white dude at ESPN. I mean, like, please. He could have literally gone on to any young black dude's podcast who's a LeBron podcast, pro LeBron podcast, and it would have turned into the fucking Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, but I just don't think it sticks the same as I'm fucking you over by going to somebody on your network.
I don't care. Again,
I get what you're saying.
I'm saying what it can do for somebody.
Yeah.
What he could. Aaliyah Boston, she got her own podcast and nobody watches it. How many videos of Aaliyah Boston's Candace Parker's podcast have you ever seen? I've seen clips.
I see clips.
I was clips. I've seen clips. I've never watched the podcast. Again, you're missing the fucking point. It was about the fact that you have a person that can draw people to someone that can't. So it all these podcasts, if you remove them, the television ratings would drop in the toilet. Because the only reason you even know when these teams play most of the time right about now is because we're on here. That's really it. We're on here, so that's why you even know that's going on. Most people wouldn't even have any interest if it wasn't for the podcast at this point. For all the podcasts. And I'm not even saying mine. There's lots that are way bigger than this one. Lots that are way bigger than this.
And they do it. I don't think. I'm just generally going by.
I didn't say it. You said it. I appreciate that.
I'm just generally going by what I hear, how you talk and how other people talk. I mean, you're a little bit more. I mean, you're blunt.
We know the differences. Sometimes, we know the difference.
But you do speak. You're as dumb as I think you are. You are smart. So and I give you that, man. I always brag on you and I talk about you on Facebook. And man, Rudy's one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. Like I don't even know when Rudy fucking sleeps, and I wish I had this effort to
4 a.m. last night.
that he does, man. It's tremendous the work that you do, man. It's really an honor when I do get on here, and people think that how we go at it. Like this is how me and Rudy go at it all the time, and like if I was into the vagina basketball as much as him, I would love to go back and forth with him way more. But yeah, sometimes it's just too much for me. Sometimes these women, they ruffle my feathers, man. I don't know how much I could take of it. That's why I watch the NBA. And Rudy don't like the NBA, and it's just I don't get it.
The crack of noon? No, I do not. No, I don't.
No,
I'm up by like 7:30 in the morning.
Rudy's up like he texts me last and he texts me first. So it's the weirdest shit ever. He stays up late. I always wake up to a message from Rudy. No, I don't talk to Rudy before I go to sleep. He sends me a message. I'm like, man, I'm going to bed. And then I wake up to more messages. And it's like 15 messages of Rudy talking to him fucking self before I even get back to reply to him. It's the craziest thing ever, y'all.
I messaged you at 2:00 in the morning. And then I sent you a message at 12:35 in the afternoon. And then you replied.
That's today. Here's other days. I'll be like, Rudy's still up? Oh my gosh.
No, I take my sons to school a lot of days. The last 2 days have been actually better because I haven't had to, but a lot of days I take my sons to school. So I'm awake at 7:20 in the morning. And then I might go back to bed for another hour or two when I get back, and then I'm up by 10. So it's not like I go on 4 or 5 hours of sleep. That's pretty much it. Last night I was 4 o'clock in the morning.
I tried, Rudy. I can't do it. I need 6.5.
Yeah, I mean, I have bad days a lot of days, but it's but no, I hope the WNBA, for sake of purposes of PR, reconsiders this silliness, but I doubt they will. And because I do think it's going to hurt some people that do this and are local and we're going to games and covering games and now might get completely screwed. So just my thoughts. And that's toxic to me. And that is that's dramatic. And that's when I said, let's get ready for toxic. I was like, let's get ready to rumble. It was, let's get ready for toxic. Like that's what it really was. It was, to look at it like that, today's media stuff. I only watched a couple of them. I saw Raven and Caitlin, and I haven't gotten to Stephanie White yet. I'll be doing a video on her after Nick and I are done because we'll be hard cutting at 11:30 because Nick has to go to sleep. He has some stuff tomorrow you got to take care of. But I will definitely be doing the Stephanie White. You ask about Maisha Hines-Allen? No, I think nothing. Bridget, I think nothing of Maisha Hines-Allen. I think that was the best contract they got though. Of all the free agents they signed, that was the best one they signed because they signed her for $315, and that's a good deal. Yeah, $315. I mean, if they had signed her for $800 like they did with Monique Billings, I would say they're out of their damn minds. But she's a physical effort player.
So
that's about it. And she had a better career early on than Billings did. So you can look back and say, oh, she had that one great year or two really great years, but that was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. So she's a role player. Nothing.
Rudy, I saw you say that you don't think this team is better than they were last year.
Not at all.
And you're not giving them the credit of Caitlin of having Caitlin for a full year being healthy. Like that's not in the consideration of them being a better team.
Not to me.
Why would it be? Like teams get better as you get older and you grow. That could be a reason to get better. You don't always have to add talent to get better. Is that true?
I think there's a problem. Yeah, that's true. But I think there's a problem. I think there's a problem with Stephanie White. If I have the WNBA is moving in the direction of load management, and you can see it already. They play 44 games, and they're acting like they're playing 82. Like they're playing 82.
It's just all right. I'm gonna be the contradiction.
I'm just like, oh my god,
it's a step up from what they used to play.
Caitlin Clark played 40 games her last 2 years of college,
and that's probably why her ass got hurt because she left.
South Carolina played 40 games. South Carolina's played 39, 40 games every year for like the last decade.
And then, but Caitlin did that, and then she went right into a WNBA.
And she played the whole season and was fine. Caitlin Clark did not get hurt playing basketball in the season. She got hurt doing something in the offseason that they've never released. They've never released how she got hurt. But what we know for a fact is that she was hurt coming into preseason last year. She was already injured. So she got hurt doing something. Maybe it was playing basketball. Maybe it was playing basketball at the facility. But she got hurt before training camp. And we know this because she said it. She literally said it in her press conference without saying it. I was going through stuff last year at the same point. So on day one, you were going through stuff? You got hurt before you even showed up at camp?
That could be from wear and tear of the coming from college to the pros and then getting ready for the next season.
She had 5 months off.
Yeah, but it's not really 5 months off. You're still training and doing all the things. Your body's not fully resting. Caitlin, she probably took like a month off at most. Played a little golf, got back
again. You got hurt doing what? They never told us what they got hurt. She got hurt doing. If she got hurt over training or whatever it was, whatever the reason was, they never released it. It didn't happen in the It didn't happen in It didn't happen in preseason. It happened before she got to camp. And if they had 5 months off, come on, people. I'm talking about she's not playing professional basketball. Let's have sense. She got 5 months off from her job.
Yeah.
Her job. No, the comment. Her job is a professional basketball player. Her going to play golf is not professional basketball. Let's relax. She got hurt before training camp.
That's what I said, Duke. She played a lot of games.
And they forced her back. And if they had any sense in what they do, she would not have played in the preseason. She would have sat, and she'd have been sitting for until she was healthy. They rushed her back. That Iowa trip, they had to make her play. They should never have played. She could have just signed autographs all damn day. She should never have played that preseason game there. And then she's back, and she plays 4 games, and she's out. And then for the next 6, and then she comes back and she's out. I mean, she played 13 games.
So what's your problem with them easing her back into it this year? You got a problem with the load.
What are you easing her back into now? She hasn't played basketball in 9 months. She says she's healthy. She's 100% clear. What are we easing? What are we easing, Nick?
So how many minutes you would like to see her play? 35 out of the 40.
At least 30. I don't think she'll play 30. I don't think she'll play 30. She should be playing at least 32 minutes a game in a 40-minute. This is a 40-minute game. At least 32 minutes. 32 to 35 minutes. She played 35.1 her first year. She should be playing between 32 and 35. Last year, Kelsey Mitchell has her situation in the last game of the season in the third quarter, and it's like, oh, we wore her body into the ground. She played less minutes per game, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. They played 4 more games. They played 5 more playoff games or 6 more playoff games. I mean, can we stop? Nobody else got. Aaliyah Boston didn't go down with rhabdo. Nobody else went down with rhabdo. Let's relax. You know how flukish rhabdo is? Like, you don't get that unless you're typically doing CrossFit. Like, if she's playing 28 minutes, that's not enough, in my opinion. She's not enough.
I mean, the goal, 30 minutes. 30, 31.
She should be playing at least 32 to 35 minutes. On average, she should be playing 32 to 35 minutes a game. It should be the average. I'm not even looking at the NBA players now. Don't look at NBA players because I don't respect those guys. They are, except for a few who play 38. One plays 38 still, is a real man. The rest of these guys are little fruitcakes, and they take 15 games off. Like, there's one player that I respect a great deal, Mikal Bridges. Everybody else, pussy. I don't want to hear it. I didn't realize Kevin Durant played 78 games. I mean, I respect that, but
Kevin Durant loves basketball.
So
about Durant.
I know I lack faith. I don't know what you're talking about. I lack faith. This is not about Caitlin Clark. Like, what y'all don't understand, this is not about Caitlin Clark. If they don't run an offense that works for Caitlin Clark, they're not going to be good.
What's an offense that
Nick,
you would like to see? I'll ask run it up and down.
Up and down, but 100 miles an hour.
When do you slow it down for a person like her?
Never. The
game can't be up and down the whole game.
The NBA game is 145 to 142. That's up and down all game. There's no walking. You say it yourself. There's no walking now. They run up and down the floor the whole goddamn game.
And
They run up and down there. They run up and down. They run up the court the entire game. You got these teams scoring 130 points for fun without breaking a sweat. No, you have a team like this. They should score 95 points a game. They should be the number one scoring team in the WNBA. They got the best backcourt in basketball. Not close. Not close.
Do you take her off the ball this year a little bit more?
No, I would not. And that's a crazy idea. That's what I was going to ask you. That's a crazy idea. I don't lack faith in Clark. You're not understanding, Ayers. I lack faith in the system. I lack faith in what will be done to put her in the corner, to have her playing the 3 or the 4.
Ayers is saying that Caitlin ain't gonna allow that shit. She's running the show.
Bullshit. She's not allowed. She's allowed it last year.
You don't have faith that she'll be running the show.
She averaged 11.5 points for Team USA. Stop it. She won MVP, but yeah. Oh my God. Who cares? Like you think that matters? You think that matters that she won MVP? It was fun. It gave us the ability to say, hey, fuck all y'all, MVP, bitch. Yeah, we all loved it. Did it matter? No.
They have to run. They're small.
They got to run. They're small. They have no bigs. They got one 6'5" player. Everybody else is 6'4" or less. They got one 6'4" player, a career backup, who they're now throwing in as a starter. And then their next player off the bench is 6'3", and she's a fat ass who hasn't played in forever, Damaris Dantas. And she can't guard a parked car.
Well,
so you have a team full of guards. It's a team of guards.
Raven could guard the 4.
Shut up. No, no, she cannot.
She guarded Sarah Strong, man.
No, she did not. Again, like I don't want to hear it. They have to run. And when Stephanie White gets on in a press conference and on day one it says, we want to be a top 3 defensive team. Well, Nick, what do you think that means? Because their 2 best players are not good defenders.
The best defenders on the bench.
Yeah.
And a rookie.
She's the best defensive player on the team right now. And I don't think people really understand. She's really good defensive player.
Yes.
She is. She's a very good. No, that
was not outright for her.
You want to know I did a 4-hour live the other night till 3:00 in the morning. Okay. On Monday, what's the day? On Monday night,
you got off with me. You said you were going to complain.
11 o'clock at night. I went from 11 to 3 a.m. People are debating what on-ball defense is.
Okay.
People are debating the difference of on-ball defense and what an elite on-ball defender is to someone who is so Raven Johnson's an elite on-ball defender. Yes. Caitlin Clark is not. She's not even a good one.
Off-ball, but she's elite.
She's a bad off-ball on-ball defender. She's a really good off-ball defender.
Yes.
Like playing lanes and understanding angles and stuff. And I said that too.
Draymond Green
is a great off-ball defender.
Yes. On-ball,
on ball, he's okay. I think he's overrated on ball. I think he's a great off ball.
Definitely.
Smart defensive player. So Caitlin Clark is able to get those block shots or get those steals. So, and you know who was a great on ball defender? Hannah Hidalgo. The best on ball defender I've seen in women's basketball. Hannah Hidalgo. Hannah Hidalgo had a game. You know, she had a game with 16 steals.
Yeah, who's one of the best men's basketball on ball defenders you've seen?
On ball,
like recently in the last 20 years that you've seen. I got a guy in mind. I like.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
He's
on ball as a guard. Avery Bradley.
No, he was a bitch. Yeah.
My God.
He was a bitch.
Oh my God. And that's what Raven Johnson said.
This is the argument right here. She's a beneficiary of team defense. No, you don't. No. Again, you keep on going there. That's not accurate. On ball defense. You do not seem to get what on ball defense is.
No.
You don't get it. No matter how much you think you do, you don't. Because Nick played on-ball defense.
Yes.
There's a massive difference between on-ball and off-ball defense. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't matter who's behind you.
Yeah.
It don't matter who's behind you.
No.
Because if you play good on-ball defense, it creates turnovers without you even stealing the basketball.
Yeah.
It doesn't require you pickpocketing somebody.
No.
It requires you being up in their shit. They lose the ball out of bounds. They fumble out their
pestering.
Rory Harmon, another one. She's a great on-ball defender.
You slowing down the offense and get into their set.
And so they all took this personally on Monday night, as usual. And I said, but neither is Kelsey Mitchell. She might be worse than Caitlin Clark on ball. She might be worse. But so if you want to tell me that you want a top 3 and then you have no bigs behind you because Aaliyah Boston can't block a shot. So if you want to have a top 3 defense, well, that means you're telling me that your best 2 players are going to be sitting on the bench. That's what you're telling me, Stephanie.
Or
instead,
we're gonna get them to fit into the confines of the defense that I run. So you might be a little bit more zone orientated because she did fall into that a little bit. I'm just telling you.
I mean, Ayers is like a permanent. He watched 2 games and he says he doesn't see it. You just don't see it because you don't like her, and that's fine. It's like I don't have to like somebody to acknowledge it. I don't like LeBron, but I know he's fucking great. God damn. Jesus.
On-ball defense is totally reliant on officiating. No, that's not. That's absolutely not true.
Not true.
Like a great on-ball defender understands. But
no one hears offended when I say Kelsey Mitchell's a worse on-ball defender than Caitlin Clark. Nobody's offended by that. But they're offended when I say Caitlin Clark. You don't got to defend her everything. Like if she slapped you in the face, would you defend her for that? Come on, man. Have some objectivity and reality. Sorry. Like, but the whole point at the end of the day, I know is how do you combat that? Run the whole game. Wear their ass out. Wear the other team out. Run on ball. Run, miss, run, make. It doesn't matter. Yeah, 2 games. She's not a great defender, according to him. You're the only person on the planet that thinks she's not a good defensive player. You said you watched 2 games yesterday. I know you don't watch soccer the way you claim, so it's okay. It's okay. The team gave up 50 points a game, and it starts with the top of the snake at the top of the defense. That's Raven Johnson. And when Raven Johnson's guarding people 94 feet down the court for Indiana, you're gonna sit there like, God damn, the girl can actually fucking defend.
She's useful.
You can actually She can actually.
But our gripe was never with.
It was never her. Raven. It was her fans.
It was with the fans and them putting her on a pedestal that she's not as a basketball player, as a generator, as a general on the court, providing easier baskets for her team. That's what our thing was. It wasn't like Raven Johnson is terrible as a basketball player. Like for what you expect of a person who's a senior running a team like South Carolina, the game her stats should be a lot better. 10 and 5 is okay.
She should be averaging 8, 9 assists.
7 for sure.
With talent like that, easy.
Especially when you play scrub games.
I'm gonna presume that because I've watched Raven Johnson play probably 50 times, probably more than you. If you watch her play 50 times and you don't think she can play defense, then we just don't watch basketball the same way. Because Raven Johnson can flat out fucking defend, and she's annoying and she's irritating and she makes people's lives miserable. And if you think other girls like Tanaya Latson look better defensively, then whatever, man. Joyce Edwards does not look good defensively. They have a 6'6" center. Come on, man. Like, stop.
No, she's the anchor of their defense.
Her entire team would tell you that she's their best defensive player, except for you.
That's why no matter what we feel, that's why they feel confident in putting her on Sarah or putting her. She guarded Latson. She guarded AZ. Not Latson. I mean, she guarded AZ. She guarded Sarah. She guarded. Yeah, she guards
anybody.
She guarded anybody. That's what I bet. She guarded anybody that good.
She guarded anybody. I mean, hell, she guarded Caitlin Clark. And look, we all know what it was. I mean, to sit here, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. When Caitlin Clark in the first quarter, before Raven Johnson was guarding her, Caitlin Clark was cooking. And then Raven Johnson was guarding her, got a little bit harder because that's all Raven Johnson had to do was guard her. She didn't have to do shit else.
And she had to guard her.
But, I mean, Caitlin still scored some points, but she didn't have to do shit else. While Caitlin Clark
wasn't how it looked the first quarter.
Oh, boy. Raven Johnson will average 10 and what? No, that's not. She averaged 10 and 5 last year at South Carolina. What he was saying was that she should have averaged at least 7 assists at South Carolina as a senior with the team that they've got. So, again, all I was saying was the way you combat that bullshit is by running, pushing tempo. And you can run off of makes. It's not just misses. You can run off makes. This whole mentality that you can only run off misses is crazy.
No,
like, you can run off makes all day long.
Yeah, what team run? We were running off of makes. Miami Heat. There's a lot of teams that run off of make. And that's just And that's creating a culture while you're practicing in training camp. Like as soon as that ball go in, whoever's the inbounder, whoever close by, you go get it and you throw it in, and we are going.
Get it in, go.
Shit. Indiana was doing that last year before Caitlin got hurt. The last time.
No.
On that little, no. On that little streak, the 3 games before she got hurt, it was averaging 95 points a game. They had that one slow game. I think it was Golden State. That's the game she got hurt. Did they win that game? No, they lost every game.
No, they lost to Golden State multiple times.
They lost that. But those 3 wins that they had before she got hurt, they were averaging 95 points a game off like 26 assists a game, Rudy. They were up and down. They had a 100-point game in that. I think 100 and 100 and
They had a couple that they should be hitting 100 points.
They were running people out the gym at that moment, Rudy. That's why it was looking up and up at that point. And then that one game they got slow and you were mad. I remember we came out here. You're like, "Yo, they're not doing what they were doing the other 2 games." But they what they remind me of a Kim Mulkey team. They ran in 24 to me. 24 they ran a lot. The second half of the season, 24 they ran like crazy. They with Christie's size, they were running. You miss Christie.
I would take her back tomorrow. I would take her back tomorrow. We all would. We all would.
Yo, you never know how good you have it till it's.
No, you don't. And what
this is funny to me because I remember.
It's not that I have more faith in Raven Johnson than you do Unbridled. It's that I know what she's good at, and no one's asking her to score. No one's asking her to score.
She needs to hit open threes and defend. She has 2 things that she needs to do on this team: open threes, defend.
That's it. Because she's not going to be driving to the rim. She's not going to be doing any of that bullshit.
The ball is not in her hand like that.
And if she gets steals on defense, get fast break layups.
Simple math.
But yeah, again, you tell me you want a top 3 defense. Well, I don't think you're going to have a top 3 defense if you have your 2 best players on the floor because they're not defenders. That's which is why
every coach coming to the season though.
She also said they're bigger. They're not bigger. They're the same size as they were last year. They're not bigger. They just drafted. They literally just picked up like 4, 5, 8 guards. Like, how are you bigger? How are you bigger? Well, because Aaron McDonald was 5'6". What?
Unless you're thinking Hines is not playing.
Hines down 6'1". She's 6'1". She's 6'1". Like, they're not bigger. They're the same size or smaller. They only have 1 player. I mean, heck, Monique Billings is 6'4".
So that's
Boston's 6'5". Everybody else is under 6'2". Everybody else is 6'2" or less. They're smaller. And she says they're bigger and they're going to rebound better. Oh, well, you know what? You better. Your guards better rebound because if you don't, your guards don't rebound, you're going to get crushed on the glass.
Okay, give you 6 tonight.
Exactly. You need your guards to rebound the ball. And I'm not disagreeing with you. She has to hit open shots and make passes.
This is simple.
That's what I mean. I'm not disagreeing with you. She has to make open shots, but that's no different than what Lexi Hull does. Lexi Hull was a 22% three-point shooter pre-Caitlin Clark. She was. I'm not making it up. You love this woman, fine. Then acknowledge that she has flaws. She has major flaws. She could not shoot the basketball. And when Caitlin Clark got there, every shot she took is wide open. Hell, there was someone in my comments saying that Lexi Hull's a better shooter than Caitlin Clark. And you're like, what the fuck? Are you serious? Well, she shot a higher percentage.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. There's different quality of shots. One person is shooting wide open. The other person has to generate her own shots every play. She don't get no plays ran for her where she can get an open shot. She don't have Kelsey Mitchell who does break down the defense. The only person that can break down defense, but she doesn't look for anybody else when she does. This is just to score.
Yeah, this person said I don't know basketball because I said Caitlin Clark's a better shooter than Lexi Hull, and this person comes out with all these stats, and I'm sitting here like, bro. Before Caitlin Clark showed up, Lexi Hull was a 22% three-point shooter her first 2 years. Clark shows up, she shoots 47%. And then when Caitlin Clark was out last year she was sub 35% when Caitlin Clark wasn't. She was sub 30%, I think, when Caitlin Clark wasn't playing, and she shot over 50% when Caitlin Clark was playing. Like, so what are we talking about? So you know what my response to the guy was? So I guess that makes Luke Kennard a better shooter than Steph Curry.
I don't know now. The best white basketball player I've ever seen.
No, he said no. He said no. Steph Curry. No, you just said that because she shoots a higher percentage, she's a better shooter. I'm just using your words, not mine. You said she shoots better. She's a better shooter than her. Make up your mind. I didn't. Media sports guys always remember the dumbest comments and sometimes attribute them to them. I didn't attribute to any. There was one specific comment on a video that I did. Heck, I'll pull it up for you since I'm not going to attribute to everybody. I don't know if you're getting sensitive there. I doubt he was a 12-year-old kid in Tunisia. I guarantee he was probably an Angel Reese fan. Because that's what the Angel Reese fans do. They live on other people's podcasts and post stupid comments. Let me see here.
Yeah, but eventually you're gonna have to need a big. You're gonna need a big eventually, Ayers.
You need a big. We have no bigs. We're too damn small.
You can't, like, there's gonna be times and moments where you just need a bigger player. In small ball, like, you expecting everybody to adapt to the way you play. It's good, but it's good to have that Swiss Army knife or repertoire, or you have a availability of other players that you can put in just in case, like, shit's not going as planned and we need to actually match up with size. You need that. You just need the options. You ain't got the options. You set yourself up for failure.
Let's see here. Oh, I didn't say y'all. I didn't say y'all. I said in the chat. I had a comment in the chat. I didn't say nothing about y'all. I didn't say nothing about y'all. I don't know where you heard that one. I said there was a comment in the chat in one of my videos.
Did the big girl from Dallas get picked up yet?
Who the hell's the big girl from Tierra McCowan?
No.
I don't know.
The Chinese.
Leah Rue?
Yeah.
I'm sure she's with the same team. I don't know.
Dallas?
I don't know. I have no idea, bro.
I would like her over here.
Yeah, we all would. We all would.
She is she's still with Dallas, I guess.
Yeah, there were, if I can find it, I think it was some guy named Hot Cracks or something like that. Hot Tracks or some shit like that.
She's back with Dallas. I thought somebody said that she was a free agent still.
Well, control your chat, just saying, if you don't like to have the word y'all be said, because you know what? Y'all at times can get annoying on some shit. So tell your peoples in the chat to calm the fuck down with the nonsense. Because you want me to respond to comments, but then you don't like when I respond to comments and how I respond to them. I'll tell you this. If they don't run, they're going to lose. If they walk the ball off the floor, if they average 85 points a game, they're going to lose. They'll be a very similar team than they were last year. And it's not about Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark's fantastic. That's never going to change. I worry about what's around her. I think Aaliyah Boston is still the same 14-8 player she was before. I think there'll be no difference. Lexi Hall's the same player. 8. Whatever, 15-8. I think what's McCall will be the same player that she was last year, Lexi Hall. She's not going to all of a sudden average 14 points a game. Sophie Cunningham's be the same player she was before. Again,
you're banking on CC's taking the next step.
You're banking on the fact that last year was real and not an anomaly. You're banking you're banking on the fact that you believe that last year's finish was real. It was an anomaly. You played with a bunch of people off the couch who somehow played their asses off and got them into the semifinals. Because even without Kelsey Mitchell, they were a second from going to the championship. And you know what would happen?
About the WNBA, man?
It speaks a lot. But you want to know what else what would have happened? Kelsey Mitchell would not have played in the finals. Kelsey Mitchell would not have played in the finals.
And they were
So you'd have been doing that with a bunch of couch guys off the couch and playing for a championship.
Yes, it was the
It was the
replacements.
replacements. It was the replacements. And that was crazy. And it wasn't and actually what you got was the fact that you were actually playing more Stephanie White style basketball. Because that's what she wants to do. Nick, do you believe that great coaches adjust to great players, the players they got?
Yeah. So there
I've
are
had people,
coaches that do.
I've had people
And I see
argue
coaches
with
that
me,
make people bend with their system.
then that means
and
they're
they
going to
got
lose,
people.
and they lose, right? They're not going to win.
Sometimes it's a flip of the coin, man.
If
But
the
I
damn
think great coaches are people that could get other players to, to adapt to their players.
It was like Brady with Belichick. He started off as a running coach, running the ball, and by year 4, he's chucking it all over the field. You adjust to what, like, if Andy Reid had Pat Mahomes just hand the ball off 45 times a game,
That ain't doing them no good.
I mean, that's the
Play to
problem.
you want to play to your player strength. So if my best player strength is running, I'm running.
So you believe Ayers, that Caitlin Clark is going to defy her coach and do whatever the fuck she wants? When has she shown you that in her personality? When has she shown you that in her personality? She has been the most go along, get along person I've ever seen. She says nothing negative about anybody, anything, even when they're hitting her across the face. So why would I believe now that she is all of a sudden going to do the opposite of what her head coach wants? Would you believe that, Nick?
No, that's just not this early in her career. I think it'll take another couple of years for her to get that pressure if she didn't win the championship, not getting shit done. And then, like I said, everybody reached that boiling point of, I'm not taking this shit no more, and I'm about to put my foot down.
When did she crash out on Stephanie White? Please do tell me, because you have to remind me, because I don't remember her crashing out on Stephanie White last year. I do not remember her crashing out on Stephanie
on sides.
She said she crashed out on White, and the game shit changed. I want to know when she crashed out on Stephanie White. I do not remember that, but if you say it happened, then I'll believe you. I'll believe you, just like you should believe me that Raven Johnson actually plays good on-ball defense. Because I don't remember it at all, honestly. I barely remember. I barely remember last season. So one game, okay. I barely remember the season because I had checked out of the season mentally after she got hurt the third time. Okay, well, right now she's about to probably have a bigger crash out because she's being told right now she's about to get put in a corner. She's about to get put in a corner. She's about to be taken off the ball. None of y'all want her to be off the ball. Nick, so then I'll go back. Let's go back here.
Yeah.
Why would you ever not have your point guard play point guard when your point guard's on the court? When your point guard's the best creator on your floor?
She's the best creator on the court, but I think you got to give her moments where you can let her spot up and get maybe an open shot every now and then. I'll say that every now and then, Rudy. I'm not saying.
I'm reading the comment, man. He flipped. He just flipped. He never said that she was good on ball. He never said she was good on ball.
You said she wasn't good on ball.
You said she wasn't good on ball. Now you're saying I didn't say I don't think she's excellent, but she's good on ball. You just said earlier she's not good on ball.
So if Raven Johnson defense is above average and not elite, then who is elite?
Hannah Hidalgo's elite, but right. I think Hannah Hidalgo's the best. She also was the National Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean Hannah Hidalgo, that's ridiculous because she covers so much ground. She has people terrified.
Okay, so you said she's okay. So now it's good. So if you had said she's good, we wouldn't have been having this damn debate. Now it's you went from she's okay to she's good.
Good.
Oh, see, you kind of. Come on, man. I have it going to throw it would be a 90% of the time, and Raven will be a 2 or the 3. Oh my God.
Yeah, I agree. Get her off the ball a little bit, man.
Here's my problem with Caitlin Clark off the ball, and part of my problem with Caitlin Clark off the ball is Caitlin Clark.
Well,
when Caitlin Clark's off the ball, she's disinterested and she does not move.
Yeah,
she just stands still.
So now this is on Stephanie White and this is on Caitlin Clark to understand. We gonna generate some down screens, some pin downs for you. Those little things for you to get you some. So those plays might be drawn up for you, but because of your presence, and people are gonna. He's just
flipping. His next new is another flip. He just flipped again.
Two people gonna run a CC, and then you got the person that's diving down and they get a layup. So like we have to get her other type of actions rather than just having the ball in her hand. She runs pick and roll and she get doubled.
But she needs to move without the ball. And when she
has
off 100%. The ball,
I'm not saying she just sit in the corner and she's out there playing with herself the whole time and fiddling around in her draws. I'm saying be ready to catch and shoot, be ready to move around, go set a back screen for somebody. The same shit that Steph Curry did that made him great in the NBA. That's what she need to be doing. That's how other players got open. They got them layups, and then you just fuck up the whole defense when you do things like that. But you got to move. You can't stay still. No way. It doesn't work like that. But you become way more dangerous when you start setting screens and moving around.
Well, you don't want her setting. You don't want her setting screens.
Yes, I do want her setting screens, back screens, things of that nature. Why not?
Why not? That shit gets her ass run the fuck over. Nick, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would do. See, that's where
through her chest.
I would run right through her fucking chest. I would have my players bulldozing her right through her chest. I'd break her sternum. She would be broken from setting back screens on my team. I would run her the fuck over.
But when you get back screens, you don't know who's setting it. You don't even know back screens are coming for the most part. So you're not running her over for the most part. That's why they call back screens.
Great, and I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna run as hard as I can. Fuck that.
But you don't know they're coming for the most part.
But she's still in with
now. If you come and just have her, you just got her come and set regular screens on ball. Those now you see who's coming.
Okay, this guy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little annoyed. Okay and good are not the same thing. Okay is okay. Good is good. Elite's elite. So you're either okay, you're good, or you're elite. Okay.
Or bad.
You said or bad. You said now she's just okay defensively. I have a quote up there where you just said, right here, I believe Johnson plays good on-ball defense. Okay, so a second ago, and before that, she wasn't good. So she's gone from not good to okay to good to okay. In the same chat. Keep it consistent, man. And I don't disagree. I think she stinks as a point guard. I've said that. That's the problem that I have. Is I think she stinks as a point guard too. Because a great point guard she would have averaged 7-8 assists with that South Carolina team. I believe that. I said that, and that was my problem with her dumbass fan base. That's what my problem has always been.
I went back and watched like the first 10 minutes of the UConn game. She did
nothing. She did nothing.
She hot potatoed the ball every time it got in her
hands.
Over
3 times.
It wasn't like she was not even a point guard. Like
she turned the ball over 3 times in the first 10 minutes of the game.
What I want you to do as a point guard is going to be moments where the play breaks down, or even if it don't break down, when they swing it to you and you see an opportunity where I just don't pass it, I can see the defense in their rotation. I can go against the grain against their rotation, and I break down the whole defense. Next person come to help, I dump it down somebody. That's basketball. But average point guard. Hey, me in college, I get the ball and I just give it back to somebody else because I don't want that smoke. But the opportunities that present itself, you make a play. She just every time she got the ball, she just she made no type of aggression to be a player that impacted the game.
Ayers, you want to come online? You want to speak online? You want to speak online? I'll put the link in. You want to jump online and talk? Because you're saying I'm not understanding your freaking tone. You're right. I'm not. You want to jump online and give us your tone? Because you've literally changed the stance 4 times in the chat. Like, I'm just like, okay. I a little bit hard when you keep changing the stance. I agree with the point guard thing. I've said the point guard thing. I don't think she's a good point guard. I think she's an excellent defensive player. That is what I believe.
No, we said that, M. We said that she's not going to be used as a point guard.
Who?
We agree. Said Rudy, I tell you this: the Fever do not intend to mainly use Raven.
Yes,
as a
they
point
are.
guard.
Yes, I do. I absolutely do. You
No,
serious?
the ball's
I
not gonna
think
be in her hand
I
like that.
think she's going to play 15, 20 minutes a game, and I think she'll be playing point guard a lot more than you think.
But a
I
hot
said that I
potato
said
point
before.
guard, not a
Huh?
point guard with a ball. A hot potato point guard, not like the ball's in her hand and she's creating. Let's get in the set.
Nick.
Let's run
Point guard.
Fever one.
Point guard means she's just dribbling the ball up the fucking floor. I don't know what it will be.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of point guard. Somebody initiating,
I
somebody who's
understand
creating.
that. I
Yeah,
understand that. I'm saying that first of all, Caitlin Clark's not going to play 30 minutes a game. I think we're being told this already. Load management already for women's basketball. God forbid they play. Man, when they go to 52 games, these women will be taking 10 games off a year at this point. At a four, they're gonna be at 52. They'll be taking 10 games off on average. They're gonna have to make up rules to not allow MVPs with 25 games played. So I do believe that she's going to be sitting for 10 minutes. Raven Johnson will play point guard. And there'll be a 5-minute span, probably, with Caitlin Clark out there where she will be playing point guard.
no, I think once that time happens, I think Kelsey will be the other point guard.
Fuck
She had the
no.
ball in-
No
She
way.
had the ball in her
No
hand.
way. No. Then what? So what? You're just gonna have Raven Johnson running around with their fucking head cut off, looking for a spot to shoot a three?
Yes.
I mean, so what you're saying is you think she's gonna be running around with her head? Well, if that's the case, then she better be making threes.
She has to.
Because if she's not, she's
Then she
unplayable. She's
can't play.
unplayable. She's
She can't
unplayable.
play.
She's unplayable. No matter what her defense is, she will be unplayable. Lexi Hall's defense is better. She's not. It's not. It's not. God Almighty. Oh my God. This is the. You think Lexi Hall plays better defense than Raven Johnson, Nick?
No. Lexi Hall is what do we call those type of defender? A hustle defender. That's not like you see my high school team, and I wouldn't call there was my guy Denzel Rankin. That's my guy. I told you about. That's my boy. And my other guy was Anthony Berkeley. I don't mean to call their names out. Whatever. These are my boys. But I thought they were more hustle players than lockdown defenders. When we played against Javi, I was like, Coach, put me on them because I think I'm a better on-ball defender than these guys. I think they're good hustle defenders, but there's a difference between on-ball and a guy who looks like they're playing great defense, but they're doing mostly hustle work as defenders. So Lexi Hall is not an on-ball defender. She's a hustle defender. So it looks like she's rah because she's running around like a chicken with a head cut off. She's getting rebounds and things of that nature, but she's not a defender. There's levels to this shit. There's always been levels to it.
And Lexi Hall is a terrible on-ball defender.
All of them are. That's why I say Raven Johnson has a place on this team. If she can come
Lexi Hall, whenever she had an important on-ball situation, she got smoked.
Or she fouled him.
She got smoked, or she fouled him. She on-ball defensively, she's not a good on-ball defender. She's a tough, gritty, hard-nosed, hustle, works hard. I never questioned her effort. I've always thought that the opinion that she was a great defensive player. She fouls a whole lot, gets away with it at times. Not that good defensively, not on ball for sure. But we all know why some of these people think that way and love her so much.
Clutch player. What do you mean by that? Clutch player.
And what was it? Here's the other thing. You have to make threes. That's why Sophie's not getting paid. Sophie was shooting the ball better from three than Lexi Hall once Caitlin Clark went out. If you remember, there was a stretch where Lexi got benched and Sophie was the starter because she was the one hitting all the shots and taking the shots. And then she got hurt again. So no, Sophie is a better overall shooter than Lexi. She's unafraid to shoot. Also, Lexi's good when Caitlin's out there. If Caitlin's not out there, she can't shoot. She can't shoot. Oh, Kevin Durant's a playoff choker. Oh, look at that.
Raven Johnson and making threes diabolical combo in my opinion. I mean, she shot it at 40%, guys. I mean,
All right, we all know that's fucking garbage.
I,
You know, yes.
I know, but that's what she's gonna.
I don't give a
That's
shit
what
what
she
she
needs to do.
shot. Well, no, that ain't gonna happen.
37.
If she shoots 35, I'd be happy.
She's. We'll take it.
Nick, like we got to remember all these players, their field goal percentage goes down when they get in the WNBA, and it goes down
two threes a game in college.
It goes down pretty significantly overall. It goes down significantly. I mean, even Caitlin Clark's initial field goal percentage and 3-point percentage went down significantly. Heck, her 3-point percentage last year was atrocious, but that was because her shoulder was busted. She had no legs, so she couldn't lift. She shot.
Sophie played the best. She played the second half of the season. She was amazing.
Sophie was a better shooter than Lexi Hull was, but
yes,
whatever.
For 3/4 of the season.
Well, she was hurt. Remember, Sophie Cunningham was hurt the first month and a half of the year.
That's true. She
was hurt the first month and a half of the year. So that's why she struggled. She was injured. And when she got healthy, she was killing it, and then she got hurt again. And Lexi can't make layups either, so it's like so, you know. But you know, they've had these they've done a lot of press stuff right now, and let me ask you this question. What do you like the WNBA schedule and the way it works? Like how do you I think it's a real disservice to the college players because you got the player you got. That's it. That player will not be any better than that player was when you drafted her because her season ended last week.
They don't get time to work.
The NBA players get from April or March to the draft in July or July or whatever. The draft is in June. And they get July summer. They get July summer league, and then they don't even go to camp until October. September, October. So they get 6 months to work. And these players, especially the lesser known ones, they don't even get a real chance to make the team. How do you feel about that schedule?
So what else could you do? I don't like it, but I'm like, you're gonna start the season later to accommodate you. You want to start them with the NBA?
NBA. I want them to be concurrent with the NBA.
No.
Stop worrying about what the NBA does. You have your own league. They got their league. I don't know why it has to matter. Like, why worry about their league? If you can't draw,
you're basically your first year as a redshirt year because you are that player that you were in college. That's basically what you get. Unless you're just that person in college.
Bro, let me ask you.
And your body don't get no time to break. You're just going right into a whole nother level. I don't like it, but it is what it is at this point.
So let me ask you. If the NFL did their NFL draft in February, and the season started in March,
good luck.
How many guys? How many rookies would make the team? None. The first round pick.
Probably the first rounders, maybe the second.
Maybe second. No one else would make the team. Maybe. They wouldn't have any time to learn anything. They would the manual that you're getting in.
It's too much.
It's just too much.
You won't stand a chance.
Like you won't have a chance.
And then you have to adapt to adapt them to the next level of players that are better.
Yeah,
they're simply better. Like college level players to professional players, it's a big gap. And I know a lot of us like watching college sports. We're like, oh, they're so good. No, there are people at the next level who all off season are training, and everything they do is just being a professional. Like my whole life is I go get massages every day. I go to the chiropractor. I watch film. Everything about my life is just that sport. And college is not that. It's filtering into becoming more of that. But still, you have to somewhat go to school. You have to somewhat be you're somewhat still a teenager at that time. You're not a grown person. You're not doing grown woman shit or grown men shit all the time. So it's different. And your body changes, your strength changes, everything. And you're playing with the top 1% of the world. In college, there's so much players in there.
Jamie got screwed.
Jaime?
He got screwed.
Yeah, I made a post about that.
Keldon Johnson won 6th Man of the Year.
2 points less, 3 assists less.
And he got 30 more first place votes.
Yeah. So Bill
The
Simmons
joke.
podcast.
The joke.
Bill Simmons went out there and said, "Yeah, I had Jaime for the whole year, but since they lost in the playing game and Keldon Johnson are in the playoff, I say,
What
but
you gotta do with
motherfucker,
shit? You gotta do
he's
nothing.
playing what that has nothing to do with shit. And then also he's playing with the fucking player who's probably number 2 in MVP voting. Well, of course they're winning games. They're playing with the second best player in the league right now, third best player in the league. What does that have to do with Jaime Jaquez carrying the Miami Heat or being probably one of the best players for Miami Heat until Eric Spoelstra fucking shut him down? And every time Tyler Hero came back, he made Tyler Hero have the ball when we were clearly better with Jaime Jaquez with the ball in his hand.
I'm sorry. Go back to what you were saying, though. I mean, I just saw that. I'm like, oh my god. So you were saying about the league and football or whatever, and get like you got to get used to it.
The talent level is you have to adjust. You have to adjust to your schedule.
You remember the 01 Hurricanes? So the 01 Hurricanes. There was a time when with the 01 Hurricanes where we would say, a lot of people would say, they would beat the Browns.
No.
They beat the Browns.
No.
And it was common. Like the Browns were so bad at the time that people would say they would beat the Browns. And the reality is, no, the fuck they wouldn't.
No.
And no, they wouldn't. They'd get murdered. And then, but yet you still got players from that team that come back 25 years later and say, yeah, we would have crushed the Browns. Like, no, the fuck you wouldn't have. You're thinking about yourself as NFL players, not yourself as 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds playing grown-ass men.
28-year-old, 30-year-old who know the game a lot different. They know the game a lot more than you do at that level. You only know so much at the college level. Then you go to the pros, you're like, oh shit, your technique. I see a lot of college players' technique are terrible, but they get away with it just because they're just better athletes than anybody else that they play. But when they get to that next level,
I think these WNBA players are such a disservice. These rookies, all of them every year. I think they're such a disservice because they don't get a chance to take a like they don't even get a chance to work out for the team. Raven Johnson said, I had Zoom calls. So her interaction with the WNBA team the week after being in the Final Four was that she had Zoom calls with different teams.
What else she gonna do? She don't have time to go meet.
That's what I'm saying. Time to go fly to every city. You don't get to work out. The team doesn't get to see you work out. So they're basing all of you on what you did in college.
And their connections with the coach,
which explains why you have four players from UCLA getting drafted in the first round, and we know that's complete fugazi shit. Like I look at this, Nick. 3 of the 15 players in the first round were number 1 options. Everyone else is a role player. In college.
In
college. We're drafting role players in the first round. College role players in the first round. And there's only 3 that were number 1 options. And 2 of them are in DC with Lauren Betts and Cody McMahon. And the other one is Olivia Miles. Everybody else is a role player. Everybody. College role player. And I just feel bad for them because I think some of these women it's a mad disservice to a lot of them. Like last year, you look at these players, like Rory Harmon to me is going to make the Mystics. She's going to be a massive outlier of history. She's so damn good. And the only reason she didn't get drafted higher to me is because of her height, which I think is outrageous because who gives a shit? Georgia Amore last year got drafted in the 6th pick, and she's 5'6". She's the same height as Rory Harmon. And I think Rory Harmon is going to beat her out. I think she'll beat her out.
Yeah, I don't think size is that much different in women.
Like right now, I'm looking to see if Deja Kelly's on anyone's roster. Like I can't believe that Deja Kelly ain't been signed by somebody. She's not on anyone's roster. Like this is a girl that averaged 16 a game for 3 years at North Carolina. They don't even get a chance because this shit is so tight, and that's why we got these same old fucks. Like,
but they don't get a time.
They never go away because these people they don't have enough time.
They don't get the combine of going against each other and all the extra little workouts and things. Yeah, it's different. They have to adjust the schedule.
What do you say? Amore is not getting. I didn't say. What do you mean Amore is not getting dropped? No, Harmon's going to start. Mark it down.
So what
Morris,
if they
I don't think she's getting cut, but she isn't. She didn't play last year. She was hurt all year. Rory
What if they
Harmon
push-
is going to start.
What
Huh?
if they push it back to July?
That would be better for them, but I just think it should be concurrent to the NBA. I don't see why it's not. You're running on the same college basketball season. If you want, push it back to fucking January for all I care. Since you played 52 games, stop allowing dog shit like Unrivaled and Athletes Unlimited and Project bullshit. Stop using that. Stop letting them dictate your schedule.
No. I'll push July. July is good, man.
In the middle of the summer?
What else is there to do? You know.
Why not do it concurrent? Why not do it concurrently with basketball season? Who is it affecting? Are NBA fans really watching the WNBA? No, they're not. I'm not watching the NBA right now, barely at all. I watched the game, the third and fourth quarter last night of the Lakers game. I've not seen that's all I've seen so far in the playoffs. I'm sorry, the last 5 minutes of the Spurs game last night.
Okay.
That's it.
The Denver series is good.
Ain't seen a second of it.
I'm not staying up for none of these shits on the West Coast no more. I'll tell you that much.
I'll watch
the replay in the morning. I'll watch the replay in the morning. I'm not staying up for West Coast games no more, dog.
Being that I'm covering the Mystics right now, I know what some people are saying, and I think if that happens, they're making a mistake with bets. But Georgia Moore is not guaranteed any starting job. The girl didn't play last year. She's a rookie. So she's not guaranteed shit. I think she'll get a legitimate chance, but
that's true.
When you put Rory Harmon out there next to her, you'll see. Rory Harmon's better than her. Rory Harmon's better than her, period. And actually, you know what the funny thing is? Rory Harmon's not even a better three-point shooter than her. That's how crazy it is. And Rory Harmon shoots under 40% in college. Like they're basically I'm pretty sure she shoots worse than Rory Harmon from the field overall. And the 3 points, it's pretty close. Like Rory Harmon's 3-point shooting for her career is 30%. Last year was 45%. Okay. So she went way up last year. But Georgia Moore, this is in college. Georgia Moore, career, 40.3% from the field, 35.6 from three. So marginally better, but she never had a 45% season from three. Her last year at Kentucky, she was 33.6% from three. So Rory Harmon shoots better from the field and Moore shoots slightly better from three. I think Rory Harmon's an elite defensive player. I know you'll disagree, Ayers. I'm already prepared. I know who she was. I know that she was good in college. She played 5 years of college basketball. I know. I'm very well aware. She's still 5'6". She's not quicker than Rory Harmon. She's not tough. There's not a guard tougher than Rory Harmon. She's the second best. I thought she should have been SEC Defensive Player of the Year over Raven Johnson.
There's people that think that she should have been the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm like, how?
Not overhead.
No, exactly. There was people in my comments saying,
not overhead doggo.
I said, how?
You ever seen Hidalgo? Did you see Hidalgo play this year?
Yes.
Did you see her play against? Did you see the tournament with her?
Yes.
The game against second game was the second game. Who'd they beat? Who'd they beat? They were the one they beat the 3 seed. Who'd they beat?
Was it Iowa?
No.
Iowa lost to somebody else.
No, they lost to Virginia.
Syracuse. Who was the team? It
was Syracuse. Syracuse
I feel like it was the orange team.
Anyone remember who they beat?
I feel like it was the orange team. Let's see.
Anyone of you remember who the hell Notre Dame beat in round 2?
They beat Ohio
State. Yeah. They beat Ohio State, and then they beat Vanderbilt, and then they lost to Kentucky. So against. It was actually against Vanderbilt. The girl had 10 steals. If that in that first half, she caused so much havoc everywhere. They couldn't get the ball past half court. They could not get the ball past half court. She was turning them over left and right. And it wasn't just and it wasn't just picking her pocket. She was just on this girl on them so hard that they would throw the ball away. She had 10 steals. They probably turned the ball over with her guarding somebody 15 times. It was crazy. The impact that she makes, and she gets from spot to spot so fast.
Bro, it's the craziest thing. She covers so much ground.
She's like, yo, she's everywhere.
She's so fun to watch, yo.
She's like, yo, you're like, where the hell did she come from? She's everywhere.
And she's such a gambler, but it's not really gambling because she can always get back to where she needs to get to.
It's unbelievable. I mean, yeah, you could get 100 steals on your nieces too. Well, the thing is, Hidalgo's 5'6". Yeah. She's doing this to everybody, and they're all bigger than her.
Would you take her top 5 next year?
She'd be my number one pick. She'd be my number one pick. I know she won't be.
No, she won't be.
I know she won't be. I mean, see, the mock draft projections for next year are all fucking whacked because the reality is the player that they all pick is not going to go in the draft. She's not entering the draft.
You talking about Juju?
Yeah, she's not entering the draft next year. She's got one more year. She wants to break Caitlin Clark's record. Like, y'all don't understand. This is not something that I'm guessing. This is something that I know. I know for a fact that she wants to break Caitlin Clark's record. It will take her playing 40 games each of the next 2 years and having fist fights over the ball with Nick. They got 3 number 1 overall players in the last 4 years. They're going to be boxing over that damn ball. There's not enough balls to go around. Not enough shots. I don't think she's going to break it because I don't think they're going to go anywhere. I think they'll be a good team that loses probably in the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8.
What you
like
think
right
about
now?
Adi? What do you think about Crooks going to?
Dude,
It didn't make no sense to you.
So what? Oklahoma State was stupid as fuck. It was stupid as hell.
Is the report true? 1.4 million.
I don't care. Well, the money, you knew the money would be there. That's Oklahoma State, the Boone Pickens family or whatever. Like they're gazillionaires. Like they'll pay whatever. But right now, like they got Juju going 1, Zhang Zhui going 2 from China. They got Michaela Williams at 3. She's not very good. They got Madison Booker at 4, which I think is ridiculous. They got Audi Crooks at 5. Absurd. They got Hidalgo going 7. Like I don't even think her or Michaela Blakes will turn pro next. No, Hidalgo will be in the draft. Michaela Blakes won't even be turning. Michaela Blakes is a sophomore. She's not turning pro next year. She's got another year. They're putting on. They having all these girls leaving early, like as if they're the NBA players leaving early now. These girls ain't leaving early. They get paid more money in college. Why would they leave early to make $300,000?
Might as well make that.
I'm gonna stay in school for another year. I'm gonna make $1 million.
And then I'll come out.
Brooks is going to make a lot of money, but you went to a team that, dude, everybody left that team. They lost their whole team. Now they've replaced it. Huh?
No, I was talking about I agree. I'd say the same thing. Her disrespecting in women's basketball is.
Oh, Hidalgo, it's insane. It's insane.
That she's not promoted more. She looks good. She plays good. She should be the face.
She's my face. Shit. I'm cheering for Notre Dame, for Christ's sakes. You know how much I hate Notre Dame? Like, I want her to win. Yeah. I want that girl to win. I mean, if she gets to the Final Four, it'll be fabulous for her next year.
Yeah.
But you look at these, like Audi Crooks. She goes to a team where there's nobody on the team last year, right? Well, this year, nobody on the team. Everyone left. They let 9 transfers out. Yeah. So you're going to go to a school that's basically a rebuild job to basically be in the same type of team you were just on.
Yeah,
You
you
just
have to
stayed
take.
your ass in Iowa State, and they would have given you $1 million for it too. You know, the committee says she's not that girl. What the LGBTQ committee? Audi Crooks would have gotten 1.4 million from Iowa State. Like she'd have gotten it. And I do believe that everybody left that school because of her, personally. I still do believe that. I don't care what anyone says. And this girl, Liv McGill from Florida, who transferred to Oklahoma State, who averages 22, 5 and 5, who averages in college more turnovers than Caitlin Clark, over 5 a game in college, but only 6 assists. This girl's gonna be fighting Audi Crooks for the ball. Like, come on. Come on. Before we go, I know you have to go in a minute. We're at 11:35. Victor Wembanyama landed face first on the floor yesterday, and he landed. I'll tell you right now, just saying. By the way, the average going rate for these women's college basketball players is between $500 and $1 million right now.
For like the top players.
For the top ones, $1 million. For the mid-level ones, $500K. $500K. They're getting broke off, bro. They're getting broke off. There's someone that entered the portal with no eligibility. There were people that entered the portal literally the last day. That's entered the last day. Nobody will. The league will make sure Crooks goes number 1 for the attention. I may stop covering if that happens. I can't take it serious. So Victor Wemby goes down, going face first, splattered on the floor, and he missed the rest of the game yesterday. They lost. Yeah. They blew a double-digit fourth quarter lead, I think it was.
14.
In the fourth, and which kind of reeks that you blow that type of lead at home when you're still supposed to be good, but whatever.
De'Aaron Fox got to be De'Aaron.
Yes, you have a star. You have a star on that team. Like, why are you blowing that game? That should not happen. So let me ask.
And the sixth man.
Stephon Castle's on the team too, right?
Yep.
Oh, the sixth man of the year too. Yeah, Keldon Johnson. So, my initial reaction was that he kind of flopped, but then he flopped into the point where he lost his balance on the flop, and then he landed face fucking first. And then his hands, he didn't even get his hands out there to like brace it. And he looked like he knocked himself out.
He did knock himself out.
He looked out.
he passed out for a couple seconds. Like,
and so this dude is in concussion protocol. And now the commentary is there's no way he can play on Friday. There's no way he can play on Friday.
The only little hope that you have is that you see him run off the court. Like he jogged to the locker room.
What into the locker room to vomit?
I don't even know if he was going to the locker room at that point.
He ended up in the ladies' room.
Rudy, that shit was bad, man. He bounced off he bounced on the court more than a Luka Doncic possession. One possession with Luka Doncic, how much he pounded the ball on the ground? He bounced on the ground more than that. So I was really worried about him. I thought he was a goner for a second. And I didn't think he flopped. I just think that he just lost control and then it just couldn't look like Bambi on ice. Just couldn't control his body. 7'5". At a certain point, I would think that you have enough self-conscious to put your hand down. Like, it wasn't like you got knocked out the air. Like, you get knocked out the air, it's kind of harder to brace for your fall. But when you see the fall coming, at that point, you kind of put your hands down.
It was flabbergasting to me. But my concern now is realistically, how can this guy play on Friday? Because the NFL, guys playing football. Sports, no, I don't care. Concussion protocol is still concussion protocol. Your brain is your brain. Yeah. I even listened to Coach JB, who is the biggest He is the biggest, and I love him, but I love his show. But he's the biggest. I don't want to say he's a misogynist, but people probably would say that. This is a guy who basically thinks everyone's a pussy, worse than I do. And at the same time, he thinks everyone's a pussy. And at the same time, then said, but this is his brain. It doesn't matter if it's football or basketball. Your brain is your brain. Concussion is concussion. How can you clear concussion faster in a basketball game for basketball? Because it's basketball and your head doesn't get hit.
Yeah.
Like till it's getting hit.
Simple as that.
No, concussions are concussions. You have the same symptoms. Symptoms are the symptoms. You cannot play. You cannot play.
I get that, but
the symptoms don't disappear.
I don't know if it's a more strenuous test. I mean, like I say, if you pass the test, you pass the test. But there are, symptoms that linger a little bit differently. And you're like, hey, I can deal with that in basketball. You can pass the test, but you can deal with whatever symptoms you have. But there's football, like any kind of symptom, you're like, no way. No way. I don't care if you pass the test.
He should not play on Friday. If he plays on Friday, it makes the entire concussion protocol a joke.
But
it makes the protocol a joke.
But the protocol says if you got 48 hours to pass, if you pass,
that man's head bounced off of the ground.
So if he passed the test,
like
he can't play.
You
because
really believe,
no, I'm saying
if he passes the test.
If he, the test is basically based on what you did before. Like,
which is what? What's the test?
Have
you had a concussion protocol test?
Yeah.
Well, did you have a concussion?
I never had a concussion protocol test. I just always. You take the test at the beginning of the year and they base it off of that.
Based off what?
Of like you do like a little test where they ask you questions and numbers and how you read it back to those numbers backwards and things of that nature. And once you pass that test, you're able to clear concussion protocol.
So what you're telling me is that a football
it's based off your level of your mental capacity of how you answer those questions. So that's what they go back and revert to for your concussion protocol test.
I would love to know what this test is. Count 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10.
Rudy, 8, 15, 12, 9. Tell me those numbers backwards.
What? 8, what?
8, 15, 12, 9. Tell me those numbers backwards.
8, 15, 12, 9. 9, what?
Tell me.
8, 15, 9, 12, 15, 8. I had to think that hard. You tell me a guy that just had his brain rattled remembers that?
Oh my gosh.
Listen, people. You gotta understand something. I don't give a fuck. My problem is the hypocrisy because I think concussion protocol is bullshit. Like you've heard this before. I think concussion protocol is complete bullshit. Motherfucker want to play, let him play. Like I don't need a doctor to tell that motherfucker he can't play. Let him play. If he wants to play, let him play. This whole concussion thing, this pussification of football, is because of that stupid doctor one day that said of the brain defect CTE nonsense. He made a real fancy sounding term for people that literally smash their heads against the wall 4,000 times a game. I guarantee you do not have CTE. I guarantee it because you ain't hit nobody. I guarantee most corners do not have CTE. Now, linebackers, yes.
Yeah.
Safeties, maybe. Wide receivers, probably not. Quarterbacks, definitely not. Even though they get hit a lot, they're not getting hit like every play. So it's like, give me a break. I don't even know if offensive linemen got CTE because they're delivering the blows.
Yeah, but theirs is like more closer.
And theirs is closer. So it's like you're just going boom. Whereas linebacker to or whatever.
But especially back in the days, it was
helmet to helmet. It was helmet to helmet, helmet to ear hole. Like you ear hole your ass. But I love that football. So I don't want to. It isn't about. It's about the hypocrisy, because do not tell me you have a protocol for which.
Then how long he has to wait, Rudy? If he passed the test, like
I don't believe he passes any test.
Standard?
I believe the test is fucking non-existent. I believe this is Victor Wembanyama. He'll be on the court on Friday. I believe that they will forget about any testing. There's no testing. He passed. Get on there. The only way he don't play is if he says he can't play. Yeah, Chris Benoit. Yeah, he gave the
I think you can. I mean, most players, you try to push yourself to play. If you think you feel good, you're gonna do whatever you can. But
again, I will sit here and tell you, I do not believe that there's a real test for this shit for a guy like Wemby. For a bum, if that was the 8th guy on the team, they wouldn't even fucking care. For Wemby, he's on the court on Friday, and he shouldn't be, because most guys miss at least a game in football for concussion protocol.
Yeah, but they
most guys. You remember who magically didn't miss a game for concussion?
Who was that for football?
Patrick Mahomes.
And Patrick Mahomes. There you go.
Patrick Mahomes knocked the fuck out, and all of a sudden he magically passes concussion protocol like 2 days late, like a couple days later. You're like, shut the fuck up. We know he didn't get tested. We know it was the wink and the nod. Come on now. He face planted on that floor, man.
It looked bad.
That
man.
shit bad. Like I'm surprised he didn't break his face.
That's what I was gonna say.
He didn't break his orbital bone.
No teeth came out. No chin. Like no French people are tough.
No, they're not.
Those French guys are tough.
All right, man. Well, that's gonna wrap this thing up for tonight, man. We appreciate y'all jumping on board. Got any final words, Dick?
LeBron. Just the fuck with you.
They better, and you didn't bet on him, so.
Listen, I still think, and the reason, but I always said it's the Houston problem. It's just they don't have a point guard. So that was my thing against Houston.
Well, it's glaring.
I've seen them enough during the year. Like you said, we text each other. You said even CP3 would be a help to this team.
They would win if they had CP3.
Shit, Westbrook would.
They would win. Oh no, I don't think Westbrook would be a help.
I
No, I don't think
they'd be better than what they have right now.
I don't even know who their point guard is.
Oh man, Thompson is basically
They're running by point guard.
Yeah, they run it by committee. Him, Sengun, and KD.
The center plays point.
Yeah, like a point forward.
Yeah, I would have liked to not go after Chris Paul.
Anybody, Rudy, they knew Van Fleet was out from the beginning of the season.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's management malpractice.
Chris Paul, they win this series. Good, because he would at the very least would
say, "Hey, Kevin Durant, take your ass right there. Let's slow things down here. Let's get you the ball."
KD had 9 turnovers yesterday,
and that happens every time. We've seen this plenty of times when KD is forced to be the ball handler. We've seen that against Boston a few years ago when he was with Brooklyn. We've seen this before, and we've seen this in OKC when Westbrook was hurt and he was going against what's my guy name from Memphis Grizzlies? Tony Allen. We've seen this before.
Mm.
But hey.
Wait, hold on.
At least LeBron gets to the next round and they get crushed by OKC.
I'm not drinking the Kumbaya Kool-Aid. Actions speak louder than media day words. Oh. Hey, but anyhow, I'll be we're gonna sign off right now, but I'll be recording some videos now, and then I'll be having some more content popping up in the morning. So hope y'all have a wonderful night. I got nothing left. I think Jaime Hawkins got fucked over like that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Bill Simmons, that's
some
bullshit.
Man. That's ridiculous. But nothing surprises anymore. Anyhow, y'all have a great night, man. Appreciate y'all. Come on now.
Good night.